Hello and welcome to session 5 of Star Wars Legends of the Outer Rim. I just have struggled very hard to remember what I've named this campaign, but and yes, you are joining us after what should be our first leveling up session. How many of my players have leveled up?
I leveled up.
I
leveled.
I have.
I had homework.
Thank you all. Yeah.
How many people did not level up? I know
Probably
Madeline has.
Bucky and Dally and Smarty.
How many people
I
had leveled
don't-
up until the last minute?
All
All of us.
I have.
We all,
Okay.
of course, I would.
To be honest,
Hmm?
never mind. Go ahead.
I was going to say, everyone who has leveled up, do you want to take 5 character points to spend? Because since you've just blown all your character, not blown, but you've just spent all your character points.
Yeah,
on,
that would be nice. Thank you.
Oh,
you-
is that
if
how
you-
that works? Okay.
If you haven't
I
leveled
spent-
up, if you haven't leveled up, don't take the 5 character points, but you can take them whenever you do get round to leveling up, just so that you don't
Take
use
them in
these
6
character
months,
points
got
to
it.
level up.
Question.
Question.
What if we only spent like 6 character points leveling
What
up?
if we leveled
Uh,
up,
then
but
you
we
can
still
keep
have points?
Yeah, then you can keep them to spend as for dice rolls.
Okay. Cool.
I used all of mine because
But- I'm only saying you only get the 5 character points
If
after
you
you've
have
leveled
0.
up, so that you don't, because you're only leveling up at particular time points. So I don't want you to use the 5 points that I'm giving you now to level up. So if you haven't leveled up already, don't spend these points on
okay.
leveling up.
Well, now that you say that, because I wasn't comfortable with spending all of my character points and then not having any. Now that you say that, I'll go ahead and spend the other 10 that I had, and just keep those 5 in reserve for a moment.
Yep.
So.
I had 3 left over, but I had no idea what to spend them on.
sound like a pet
I only
somewhere.
had 1 left
Yeah.
over because I think I don't really know what I'm doing.
Yeah, there's with the odd one here and there, you might not be able to spend it on anything. So it's you can keep them back to either spend next time or spend on rerolls when we're playing.
I decided that I needed to have something to use, some sort of skill that would help in Varen's flirting.
Yeah. What have you put it in?
I put it in persuasion,
Persuasion.
Yes, persuasion.
and then just add stealth, just in case things go bad.
We just need
Yep.
to get a specialization for persuasion called seduction.
Dave,
Yeah.
Rose room.
oh, da-da-da.
Yes.
I actually have it. I bookmarked it, so I have it saved this time.
I never closed it. It's been open all week.
Wow. Okay.
Dave has like at least 99 tabs open right now.
Christ.
Jesus fucking
I do
Christ.
not.
And you wonder
I
why
do
your
not.
computer goes slow.
50 then?
Let me see. 3, 6, 9.
That's already more than I have.
I'm sitting in the 30s at the moment, I think.
Holy goddamn.
I have
sometimes
five.
maybe 4.
Wonders
I
of
have-
good internet.
I have
I
5.
Look, I can't look at them right
I prune
now.
them down where I can't.
I pruned
I
them
prune
down
them
to.
down when I prune them down when I can't see the icon when when they get so tight that you can't see the icons, so that I can't
When
see
they
what
get so
page it
tiny
is.
that you can't click on them without accidentally closing them.
Yeah.
I admit,
You
I
use five-
used to be more like that, but having Zarg as much, I do tend to open a few tabs at once, mainly stuff like good long Reddit threads, like on Ask Reddit or whatever, just so I'll have something to read when I inevitably Zarg.
Yeah, I've got a
That's a
string
really
of,
good idea, actually.
I've got a string of Google Docs open so whenever I get inspired, I can, in theory, I can come and work on the roleplay backstory. I also have another window, a specific other window, which has all your character sheets open in it, so I can dip to that. Just because it would just be way too much if I had everyone's character sheet open.
Understandable.
I still repeat, I have 5.
Ellen says 31 tabs in her main window, and then
God damn.
a roll.
5.
I have 7.
That's
I have
yeah,
7.
Counting 3, 6.
I have 5.
Sorry. Technically, I have 5.
I have 3 YouTubes, my sheet, and the Rolls Room.
I usually keep a few game tabs open, maybe an idle game if I'm playing one of those. The one I'm playing right now is Wall Destroyer. Some Reddit tabs, and a YouTube playlist, and whatever I need for my current roleplay.
Yeah, turns out Madeline was right. It's 50. I've got 51 tabs open.
Ah! Wow.
I'm always
Good call.
right.
Vindication.
Always. Never wrong
Always.
about anything.
Ever.
Never wrong.
Yep,
Even
Doesn't
when
look
you're
like 50.
even when you're wrong, you're not wrong.
I'm never wrong.
Anyway, we are now yammering on the stream, so we're not just wasting our own time. We're wasting
Hi,
everyone
Jerry.
else's time as well. Hooray!
It's okay.
That's what they come here to listen to.
They don't come here for the games, they come here for the banter.
Oh God. I know we're about to start, but since Bucky isn't here anyway, actually, I'm going to ask, just in case. 1 second.
Also, can I just say, oh yes, please.
Good. Okay. So on Thursday at the end of the stream, you'll remember we said, and if you've been watching Tumblr and what have you as well, you'll know that Eli was going to be moved out of his homeless shelter accommodation today, actually. And yesterday, Eli learned he has been given 3 more months there. So we're ecstatic about that. We're still going to be raising money for him because he's still going to need it. But now we have 3 months to sort things out. So
I can't explain how it feels to be in this bed and to know that I'm safe for 3 more months.
It feels good.
Not being chucked out of it tomorrow. Yeah, I
Safe.
totally understand that.
But still,
so
I
glad to
want to say thank you so much for all the help, all the work you've put into helping me, Dalian. Thank you all.
and everyone
for
else,
the
yeah.
help.
I am definitely, everyone else is in on this as well. So you'll see. You'll see. Oh yes, you will.
Oh,
Yours.
Jesus.
You'll see.
We
What
have
the fuck are you planning?
we have plans, Eli,
We
but so
have
far
plans.
they are a surprise. So you'll just have to wait and find out.
There's some things that like half of us don't even know.
So many.
Yeah, there's some things that like only one of us knows.
Okay, 2.
Secrets
That's,
within
yeah,
secrets
that's-
within
that's fucking
secrets.
true. That's very true.
No, it's totally secrets within secrets, because the secret that y'all don't know, the other person that knows the secret doesn't know our half of the secret.
God,
They're so
fucking-
secret that even we don't know.
What?
I have secrets of my own.
This is a Cold War level clusterfuck.
This is-
Okay,
espionage.
let me explain. Bucky and I know a secret, but we also know 2 different bits of information of that secret, so we don't even know the full secret.
You two haven't told each other your secrets
No.
yet? This is going to be a disaster. I love it.
Secrets within secrets.
What the fuck is wrong with all of you? I love you, but what?
We love you too. We're doing this
Okay.
out of love, Eli.
Shall we
I
get back?
don't doubt
Star
that
Wars?
for a moment.
Little too much politics in Star Wars.
Speaking of which, where did we leave off?
Where did we leave off? As in last time.
Session.
Oh, saying
A session.
the rebellion is stupid.
Yes, about
That's
a
the whole
million
thing.
years ago, a long
I
time
got-
ago, in a stream far, far away.
Which was
yes,
like
we
roughly
were.
sometime last month.
When last we left off, we'd split the party. I think we'd actually split the party in 3 because.
Someone stayed with the ship.
Yes,
Can't remember
Kara,
who.
Ellen had stayed with the ship, I believe.
On the ceiling.
Because we don't want to come back with the space hubcaps off.
And Mac, Veetal, and Anna had all gone to Jakarsis, which is a suburb on Daemis, which is where ship is parked, to meet with was it a Rhodian? A Rhodian called Garrus to see about getting our mateys' memory recovered
Unfucked.
and unfucked, and confirm that or find out what had been altered in his medical databanks, which you will have to wait a bit for, because that was beyond Garrus's technical skill to achieve. But he's sent it on to he knows a guy who knows a guy, so they're going to analyze the data files to see what's been changed. But in the meantime, Matey's medical protocols have been updated, so now he can practice medicine with a well, no, he can practice medicine and not be in danger of stabbing
Killing
you
us
to
all.
death. Yes.
Did he save the fucked up medical things so that we could examine them?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Without it. Yes. And as you stepped out, as a kind of cliffhanger sort of idea, you, not a very interesting cliffhanger, but still,
I
you
liked
spotted a poster for a poster in Jakarsis for the Rebel Alliance. Recruitment, you'd almost think it like a recruitment poster, but yes. In the meantime, while you were delivering, not delivering, but taking our matey to have his memory rejigged, Varen and Boots were going to speak to Executor Clune, your why is Andrea currently screaming over here?
Andrew is screaming because
She has an
David-
awesome boyfriend. I don't know what Arthur makes the best puns.
Oh
Why
my
did you
god.
dragons-
Though.
I
Why
worry
do dragons
that-
refuse to eat paladins?
because
Because they taste so lawful.
I'm actually kind of worried that when we start up Magicful again, Arthur's gonna sort of horn in on my Team Dad territory with his terrible jokes.
He does it. This is a common occurrence. This is a common occurrence.
I'm gonna
He
have
just
to.
makes
I'm gonna.
puns.
I'm gonna have to up my game. My position
Oh,
is in
no.
jeopardy.
No, I beg of you, please no.
You're
Now
like,
we're gonna
"Oh,
have-
my love."
Hannah said I could be Team Dad. I want to be Team Dad. That means I
Now
I
have
we're
to
have
make
done
dad
nothing
jokes.
to deserve this.
Now we're gonna have a Marvelous Adventures of Flapjack version pun off.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Also, Dally, may I make a thoroughly tasteless joke?
Do it.
Go on then. I may have to add salt.
Well,
though.
Well, I could call you Daddy, but you never really seemed into that.
Ha.
Oh.
I will show myself the door.
Yes.
There is the door. Please close it. You're letting the cold out.
And come sit down and play Star Wars.
Fucking way.
There is the door. Please close it and come sit down.
On a slightly more heartwarming note, Jury says, "Let Eli know I'm super happy that he got great news."
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
We are all super happy.
I can't even words with that.
What time words?
So, back in Star Wars,
We're playing a game.
you're playing a game.
Sorry, last
So like the group who went to Jakarsis, Baron and Boots need to get on a transport to go to the the commercial district of Athena, which is where Kaloon's offices are. And it's very obviously a very different direction that they're going in, because the repulsed lift transport is much more kind of sleek and elegant and all polished lines and comfortable executive chairs.
So we're going uptown.
Yeah, and the other passengers kind of look like businessmen and
so we stick out like sore thumbs.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you have
because Boots looks like a mercenary.
Yes.
And then you just have
why are there common ragamuffins on the bus?
Yes.
You have been to Athena before, so you kind of you're kind of used to this this sort of.
He's also used to people giving him the stink eye anyway.
Yeah.
Varen is
do
totally.
you wear a helmet, by the way?
No. He probably he doesn't wear a helmet, but he does wear like a modified stormtrooper armor.
Holy fuck, it's Boba Fett.
Common, because they're kind of like common anyway, because they're literally a dime a dozen. So, yeah. But he also has like he's like armored up to the gills. So he's got like two or three guns on him.
He has
right
gills?
Now. Do you have any
Go.
Do you have like facial hair, or are you just I'm just wondering how obvious to anyone who knows what a clone looks like. You're very clearly a clone.
He doesn't look like a clone. He has gills.
God damn it.
I think that was a.
And they are armored.
Yeah,
I might do one more, but then I'll stop.
You know, you're right. I haven't really thought about how he physically looks like. And if he stands out as a clone that badly, he might just wear a helmet for identity reasons.
He has glorious.
To be honest,
mutton
because he looks old, he might not. It might not at first glance. He probably doesn't stick out as looking like a trooper. But anyone who knows what a clone looks like under the helmet will be like, that's a clone. You know, it's not gonna.
Out of interest.
Hey, you know what? Just to stick with the mercenary thing, he's gonna have a helmet.
But I'm assuming that the crew knows what he looks like and that he's a clone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna say Mac knows what clones look like.
Fred doesn't know.
I'm gonna just assume that Boots has brought it up at some point because of where I don't know how many clones would have been on Varen's home planet.
Having been in a situation and she would have worked close to the Empire, would Veetal know what a clone looks like?
Probably.
All right, just making sure it makes.
Describing what a clone looks like to people is really easy because you just describe him once and then just say they all look like that.
Yeah.
One of the few times you can say they all look the same.
I mean, I'm sure at some point someone in public or something has pointed out that he's a clone, and then he had to explain that to the crew, and yeah.
I think maybe some of the younger. I can see Andrea's character not really knowing what a clone would look like. Anyone who's had anyone who's a bit older or had any kind of experience with the Empire would probably. I mean, you can say I do know or I don't know as you prefer, basically.
How old is Varen
1D
anyway?
knowledge.
How old is Varen? I was assuming young adult. I don't know that you said.
I did put an age of I don't know how many years it's been since he's joined up with the crew because he was about 22 at the time.
Yeah, you'll only be like, I think the crew's only been together for like a year.
He's about 23.
About 23. Okay.
Veetal is in her teens, but it's important
Really?
to note here, yeah, but because squibs are considered mature at 9 years old and only live to be about 50 or 60.
Right. Okay. So accelerated lifespan. Kind of like Boots, or clones in general.
Alright, swell.
Yeah, actually, Boots is like way older than he should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Funny that. Interesting. One might even say Plot hook interesting, but I digress.
I wouldn't say that. I have no idea what you mean.
You're not like, I mean, I don't know anything about plot. I'm not a DM. Oh, wait.
Dave, you tell her. That's not interesting at all.
I learned things living
indeed.
with the DM.
Did I tell you anything about Boots? I try not to give you. Did I?
Yes.
Shit.
Nothing big,
Okay,
but I know some things.
Okay. Fine. Yes, I did, didn't I? I couldn't keep it in. Anyway, yes, you reach Athena, which is almost like a large version of the transport. It's kind of it's a network of elegant skyscrapers and kind of sweeping white and gleaming glass, kind of like Cloud City from Empire Strikes Back. Well, the upper part of Cloud City. Coloon's offices are in one of the tower buildings, so unless you have anything else to do, you make for the building and take the elevator up.
Varian does get a bit distracted on the way there, but they eventually make it.
Whenever Varian gets distracted,
Distracted.
Boots is just going to grab him by the back of the shirt and just drag him along.
Hey! I was just trying to make friendly conversation.
As I say, yes, distracted by the men and women around him. Does he have a preference gender-wise, or is he?
I did originally say that he preferred women, but I'm kind of leaning maybe towards everybody.
And yeah, and an equal opportunities flirt.
Oh yeah.
Sex.
I was
yes.
going to say that.
Trinity!
I was going to say, yeah, an equal opportunities flirt like Threnody, yes.
Though I'd like to point out, no one has ever actually seen him get with anybody.
Not
It's an
quite
attraction he's
Threnody
got
then.
with people.
Like I said, he's not necessarily good.
I think that's precious.
By the end of this campaign, he will have bedded one person.
One.
One.
Indeed.
And that person would be a prostitute.
Aww.
Ouch.
Anyway.
When you reach Kaloon's offices, there's his Twi'lek secretary smiles warmly at you and gestures you into his office. And yes, I've got a picture of what Kaloon is a Keldoran, and I have a picture of what a Keldoran looks like.
It does not look like Moon.
I was going to say, because I'm sure I've seen one before, but I have no idea what that species looks like.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
If you want to,
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
love
That
those
guy.
guys.
Yeah.
Those guys are cool.
I love
if you want to,
balance
if someone
Clone Wars.
if someone wants to link that in the
I will, but
thing,
first I'm linking pictures from the stream chat to the other. Okay, fine.
Yes,
Smarty's
we're
done
getting
it.
lots of.
I got it.
You don't understand. I have to link Jury's Moon pictures for Bucky.
Make Bucky.
Yes. Damn it, Moon.
God damn it,
Damn it,
Moon.
Moon.
Yes. So there, it looks kind of like that, although the his Antiox mask and thing and the eye
Okay.
the ocular implants are a little bit more kind of sleek and
Please tell me they're gold with
Fashionable.
like pearl inlays.
they're not showy. They're kind of stylish and
He is not
business-like. I think would be the he's not.
Is that
straight
all his face, none his face, or part his face?
Uh,
The mask
the,
is the eye plug.
the
not
grey
eyelids.
parts. The grey parts are a mask because they Keldorans breathe something that I think oxygen
don't
or something
breathe
poisonous
oxygen.
or something. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And the rest
the
is
kind
actually
of-
his face?
Yeah, the beige stuff is skin. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The orange is the face, the metal is the mask.
Yes.
Also, by the way, Jury and I are putting money on Sarah being the only person in the campaign that Varn hooks up with. That is all. Carry on.
Sorry, with who being?
Sarah, the
Oh,
archaeologist.
right.
Just Katazan.
Yes, Miss Katasan.
Wow, there's so
Sorry.
many people named Sarah and so many campaigns.
I know. I mean, it's spelt differently because it's Serra.
Every time.
But yes, that there is a Sarah of various spelling in each of the. Oh, that reminds us, Dave. That reminds me.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it reminds the rest of us too. There needs to be a Bucky in this game at some point.
Bucky.
Yes,
Yes.
because
An
you
NPC
see,
named Bucky.
because you see, we had an NPC named Bucky in Broken Souls, and yesterday we got one in New Or. So there needs to be one in this game now to make it a hat trick.
So Bucky put a character called Bucky in his own game.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a trubbish.
Okay.
It's
Which
literally
it's-
rubbish.
See what I can do.
It's an Ewok.
Oh, good. It should be. Let's be
No,
honest.
there are no Ewoks. No
What?
Ewoks.
Dave has
If
banned
I
Ewoks.
were running it, there'd be Ewoks.
I know if
You
you were
are an
running it,
Ewok.
there would be Ewoks.
That's why I'm not running
I think.
it.
The thing is, Ewoks are kind of the indigenous species of Endor, which is this backwater sanctuary moon. It's not like
They're not. They're not
all
here.
over the
I know. You're right. Space for Ewoks.
Anyway.
Yes. So Kaloon kind of stands and greets you and say, I understand your last delivery expedition landed you an unexpected windfall. I trust your excursion was profitable.
I would say so, boss man. Yes.
So what can I do for you?
Just for checking in, make sure you got nothing you want for us to do, boss man.
Mm. He kind of hesitates for a moment. There is an issue which I should probably keep you appraised of, rather than it's not really something I want you to do, just something I need you to be aware of, I suppose. What do you know about the Rebel Alliance? Good grief, I can't trip over my words anymore.
They're
So I'm not
rebels
fighting in
and
another
they're in
war.
an alliance.
Yeah, they're rebels, I guess. I'm gonna say Varen knows nothing about this.
The cartels here are in a difficult position. Our businesses thrive because we're not under the direct oversight of the Empire. But at the same time, Urwal is an imperial province, so we are under threat of having the Empire turn their attention here. That means that while we're not entirely at odds with the goals of the Rebel Alliance, having them here and openly recruiting is a problem. Because if word gets back to the Empire that that the Alliance is active in this sector, that's going to mean more scrutiny, more Imperial presence, and that's just bad for business.
So don't get caught with any rebels on our ship. Got it.
Don't get caught.
Don't get caught here. It has come to my attention That's the thing is, we have been in contact with the Alliance High Command and have made our situation known to them, and they've agreed that we'll give them covert help if they need it, but they have to not have a physical presence in our system. Unfortunately, it's come to our attention that someone has been appears to be recruiting members for some kind of rebel cell here in the Urwal sector. We don't have a lead on who or where they are or what they want or what they're doing, but just if you see anything, I would encourage you to either get back in touch with us and let us know what's happening, and if possible, put a stop to it.
I see no way that this could go wrong.
Oh dear.
Sorry about that. I got distracted. My roommate came in my room with a laundry basket on her head.
As you do.
And what was the last thing that was said?
Basically, keep your eyes open. Let us know what's going on, and put a stop to it if you can.
Sure thing, boss man.
I was going to say he looks at you and then he looks at Boots and then he looks back at you, but you can't really see his eyes, so that doesn't make any sense. Anyway,
He just tilts his head.
Yeah, he can move his head.
Yeah. There is another issue that I'd like to discuss with you, Varen, if you have a moment.
Sure.
I know you came to us in. I know you came to us in difficult circumstances, and you've chosen to keep those more or less private. That's your prerogative. So long as your history doesn't interfere with our business interests, you're completely welcome to your privacy. But there's a small matter which has come to my attention, which I think might concern you.
Baron becomes rigid. The usual jovial Baron has become rigid.
I think we just figured out who's going to get their backstory exposed first.
Damn it, I lost $20.
Matey!
That's amazing.
So naturally, we monitor the activities of our rivals as closely as we can, both in their overt and covert dealings in this sector. 2 weeks ago, our intelligence network picked up an individual who's linked to the Black Sun crime syndicate, who had been making inquiries about the whereabouts and movements of an Arusan, specifically an Arusan female, who they suspect may have come to the Urwal sector around the same time that we recruited you. Now, we have no reason to speculate on the nature of the relationship between this girl and you, but given how few Arusans there are in this part of the Outer Rim, it seems unlikely that there's no connection here at all.
Right.
But if there is a connection with you, just as a courtesy, you should be aware that this young lady is being sought by a criminal organisation that rivals the Hutts in reputation, and it's possible she may be in their custody already. Our intelligence network has done its best to obscure any information that would lead the Black Sun to you, but we can't, because you've left us somewhat in the dark on this issue. We can't 100% rule out the possibility that they'll find you eventually.
Right. Thank you for that, though.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to ask about that, or are you just going to accept that as a?
I think, I'll be fine.
I'll be fine. Dying inside.
All of us, all the time.
Wake me up inside.
So is that everything, boss man?
It's just about everything. Yep.
All right. Well, we'll be on our way then. You know how to reach us.
Yes, I do. And I'll be in touch if we need anything from you.
All right. Come on, Boots. And Varen quickly rolls out the door.
Boots is going to at first hesitate because he does not like being talked to like a dog, but he will come along anyway.
Indeed.
Because 'twas his job.
You are,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what you have against being talked to like a dog.
Arf.
Good boy,
Work,
Bucky.
work.
Good boy.
Because Boots isn't Bucky.
That we know of.
Bork, bork.
Stop
Go
it, son,
do him
you're
a
doing me a frighten.
Go do them a frighten.
Yeah. And Varen's gonna just gonna briefly, for a moment, just kind of visually flirt with the secretary.
Boots is going to drag him along.
Hang on, do you want to roll me
Seduction.
yeah, roll me persuasion? No, just persuasion, not seduction. She swoons. I'll give you a 20 on that.
6 is a 46.
She does the kind of makes the phone shape with her thumb and pinky finger and says, "May I call me at you?"
But I do notice that Varen actually did not get her number.
Call me. How?
He's all like, yes! Wait a minute.
I'm right in there. Yeah.
Varen makes the phone signal with his own hand and holds it up to his ears and goes, hello? Hello? It's not working.
You have
Now
a
that's-
bad connection.
Let's be real, that's something Clark would do.
Some spectator commentary. Jury has noted that the Black Sun Syndicate, and Dave has confirmed this, is the group that Dash Rendar took on in Shadows of the Empire, and she says, this is not a group you want to cross until you are much, much stronger.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Black Sun. Boo.
Yeah, I think
Oh boy.
I think they were created for Shadows of the Empire, but I think they've also appeared in a bunch of other. They've been appeared in a few other kind of.
They are what we
places in
call
the expanded
bad
universe.
news.
Yeah, they're
very much.
like I said, they're. Yes, they are. They as Kaloon said, they rival the Hutts for their reputation for.
Such good feelings I have about your backstory, Andrea. Such good feelings.
Yeah, so once we actually leave, Varen is very much quickly making the way back to the ship, unlike what he usually would do.
Okay. Are you doing anything when you get back to the ship? Is everyone kind of now making their way back to the ship?
I believe so. The team droid analysis wasn't doing anything else, were they?
Not really.
Matey
No,
is
but I'm sorry.
Matey is aggressively cleaning everything.
That sounds like
On
maybe
the street.
Veetal
on the street, on their way back to the ship.
Veetal does
You
go
can
back
tell where
to
they've been because there's just this trail of slightly more polished, trail of clean.
I'm
Just
cleaning
has
up.
two brushes
if,
on his feet and just walking along.
if ever we have to like hide and kind of disguise our tracks, Beatty's gonna be like, "But I'm cleaning behind us so that they can't see our tracks." It's like, yes, matey, they can't see our tracks. They can, however, see the trail of clean. Anyway,
It's like that one SpongeBob cartoon where it's like, we gotta cover our tracks. And it's like, way ahead of you, and Patrick is just painting the red line behind them.
Yeah.
Veetal is actually going to what's the word? Oh yeah, she goes back to the ship like normal, but she does in fact steal the rebel poster.
Uh-huh.
And she's gonna hold on to it.
Add that to the horde.
She's actually gonna keep that in one of her many, many pockets.
Oh, great.
Add that
So
to the
we
mini
get dismissed
horde.
by the Empire. They're going to see that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
She's not gonna keep it for long.
Okay.
Aggressively cleaning.
Hello, boys. What did the boss man say, huh?
Bossman said along the lines, be careful of anybody recruiting for rebels. Don't let the Empire don't let us get caught by the Empire, yada yada yada.
Now,
The usual stuff.
you mentioned recruiting for the rebellion. Veetal, you want to show them what I saw you swipe?
Yeah, sure, whatever, you bet. And Veetal will pull out the rebel paper and shows it to them and says, I actually wanted to kind of chat about this, because rebels here, I'm all for their cause, but not great for business, you bet.
You brought the poster onto our ship.
Presumably,
We
she's
have
going
a
to.
shredder.
Yeah, presumably she's going to destroy it.
Yeah, it's called Boots Targets Practice.
Did-
Yeah, Boots can just fuck it up. What's the problem?
Oh no, that's great though. Like put the poster up, shoot a couple shots into it. So if we ever get boarded by the Empire, they see that and go, ah.
They hate the rebellion.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Clever.
And if the
she says-
rebellion shows up, we were like, no, that's our cover. It's cool.
I just brought it on so that we could get the information off of it, so that if need be, we could go visit these guys and tell them to get the fuck off the planet.
You think we should be seen with rebels?
Bossman says, we don't have to do that just yet.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but it's good information to have around, you know?
I mean, it's... You bring the rebellion here, you openly recruit for the rebellion here, you're just asking for the Empire to come and stamp down on us.
Yeah,
Really?
that's the problem. Jeez. I don't want to go back to no slavery.
Yeah, I'm
no,
good
definitely
with
not.
I'm pretty good with this job.
I think we're pretty...
Yeah.
I think until the Empire can be taken out, which, let's be honest, is not going to have anything to do with us, until that happens, I think we're fairly happy with the arrangement as it is. They monitor us, but not very closely.
Anyway, what are we up to next?
Well, we're
off to putting this information in the computer, then Boots can shoot this, and then, I don't know.
Yeah, let's not put that information in the computer.
How about we just remember it?
We don't gotta mark it as no rebel. Fine, whatever.
Lastly, we needed someone to take the database and be able to link that up with maybe some information they already have.
There isn't actually kind of much in the way of contact details on the poster.
Well, then how in the hell is anyone supposed to be recruited?
It's basically propaganda.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
telling you that they're
Oh,
there.
okay. So it's basically just an "I want you" poster.
Yep.
Basically. And so like now they know, hey, the Rebel Alliance is here, and maybe word will start spreading.
I mean, I don't know what they're playing at. I mean, recruiting covertly, I could maybe get behind that if they're careful about it, but openly,
It's just obvious.
they're just asking for trouble. It's ridiculous.
Maybe that's what they want.
Trouble?
Well, they are rebels.
Maybe they're not even rebels. Maybe they're just trying to bring the Empire down on us.
Well, that's kind of a dick move.
I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a lot of dicks out in the outer rim.
Yes.
I mean,
yes,
you
they
work
are.
with 6 of them.
There's more assholes than people, Hubert.
Hey!
Tell me I'm wrong. No, you're right. Matey's okay.
Matey looks up briefly from his cleaning. Does anyone require medical attention?
No. I'm fine.
I don't know.
That
Didn't
might
you,
be some in the head.
I don't know. Didn't we break some
Yeah.
bones?
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm good
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, both Mac and
Both engineers.
yeah, your engineers need some looking over.
And then my arm is still broken.
I require intensive surgery, and I'm still standing here smoking.
I mean,
Process.
Cara?
If
Wait. That math doesn't add up.
Huh? Did I miss someone?
She starts counting on her fingers. Wait.
Yes, you're included.
Hey.
Aw, cry. You trying to do math with more than one letter?
She just looks at
Matt?
Veetal.
1, 2, 3, many. Many one, many two,
Veetal
many three.
Beetle
Many.
just smirks and will just sort of muss Krara's head. And then she says, "Nah, I know
Krara's
I'm
on
an
the roof.
asshole." She reaches over to do that and then, God damn it, Frog. But yeah, I know I'm an asshole, you bet. It's what we do to survive.
Yeah, at least 2 of us here are self-aware.
I would not call myself an asshole.
Well,
No,
to
you're
be
a
fair, I didn't call you an asshole. I called you a dick.
Hey!
Well, which would you rather be, a dick or an asshole?
Why can't I be just neither? What about you?
Matey has
Don't answer that.
stopped cleaning. Matey has stopped cleaning to look back and forth between people as they have this conversation, and he, again, no facial features really, limited body language, but he still gives off the vibe of being very confused.
We just get him a Sharpie so we can draw on eyebrows.
Angry eyebrows!
Angry eyebrows!
Good.
Yeah, C-3PO managed to emote quite a lot with very, very limited.
Actually, yeah.
Emote with arm movements.
Basically.
And head turning.
Yeah.
These are my sad arms.
This is my red arm. We still don't know why I have it.
He didn't have a red arm at the end of the movie, though!
Yes, presumably.
I believe-
It annoys me so much!
I believe there's a comic that explains why he has a red arm, and I don't remember if that's true or not.
But at the end of the movie, if you look really carefully, he has his gold arm back, and that just pisses me off so much!
It's probably going to be in the spin-off movie.
Please!
Somehow,
Just an arm by
inexplicably, in
itself.
Rogue One. Despite
No,
that
that's
making no sense
the red arm,
chronologically. The red arm,
red
is
arm
in
is in
Rogue
the
One.
road. The rest of
The red-
C-3PO is somewhere else.
Actually, I'm okay with that, actually.
The one thing out of everything everything in episode 7, that's the one thing that pisses me off, is an arm. Don't explain it.
Not that he has it, but the fact that it's not explained.
I would be okay. Like, it would make sense. Like, if he got injured or something, like, that's why he doesn't have an arm. That's why he had to get a replacement arm. Just explain that!
Like every other Jedi in the known universe has slowly lost an arm. So has C3PO.
C3PO is force sensitive, confirmed.
God damn
Oh
it.
God.
Headcanon accepted.
There is sad precedent for droids being able to use the Force.
I'm terribly sorry. What?
It's no longer canon, but it was before episode 7.
Extended Universe?
Yeah.
Don't talk about that. Terrible idea. Anyway.
It really was. Though they're bringing some of the stuff back from the
You see,
Extended
we just
Universe.
inject the midichlorians
Yeah, cool.
into its wires.
Yeah, apparently they're putting
Makes about as
Thrawn
much
into
sense as
the
episode 1.
Rebels.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, they're putting Thrawn into Rebels, is it?
Yes.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I still
So-
need to finish
so
season
those will
1.
be-
I need to.
Yeah, I need to as
all
well.
of it.
I have never seen any of it.
It's really it's good. It doesn't. I feel like
It's not Clone Wars.
Yeah, Clone Wars was way better, and the combat seems lacking. But it's not a bad show for all things considered.
I don't think it's supposed to be combat heavy, like unlike Clone Wars was.
Not heavy. It's like the combat doesn't feel. It doesn't feel right. Like nothing has impact.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just saw the gifs in the chat.
Yeah. Angry eyebrows. Don't make me get my angry eyebrows.
The little teddy bear that Eli linked and then Smarty made it better.
Oh god, it's so good.
Oh my god.
Have they been shared to the stream chat?
The droid has.
Smarty. Oh, freaking love Zenyatta.
Oh, it's
Angry
Zenyatta. That's
Zenyatta.
why it looks familiar.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's not my angry eyebrows.
Anyway.
I think your angry eyes.
Oh, you're getting your angry eyes, just in case. Oh, someone's going to draw eyebrows on Matey before this campaign is over.
Multiple.
I'm not saying it's going to be Varen.
It's going to be either Varen or Anna Lee.
Yeah.
It's gonna be everyone.
Even Matey. We're just going to give Matey a Sharpie and he's just going to draw in his own eyebrows.
Someone just says something incredibly stupid. Matey stares, reaches up, and draws angry eyes on himself.
You can't see it, but I'm rolling my eyes.
Good.
No.
Anyway.
So like they're trying to help some like helpless NPC, and Matey shows up and he's like, "I don't need help from some damn clanker." Angry eyebrows.
Angry eyebrows.
Yeah, Matey just draws them on himself.
You could just have like a whiteboard in front of his face and could draw the expression on.
They just tape it to his face.
Wait.
It's just a smiley face on a piece of paper.
He put a printer on his head, so he can just print out whatever face he needs.
Yeah.
You're all ridiculous. I love it. So, Dave,
Like
Are
usually
you-
has someone says something upsetting and he reaches up, scratches out the smile and draws a frown.
Just turns the paper upside down.
Yes. Is anyone thinking of things they might want to do next?
out
I-
of character,
you have-
do we have a droid to deliver to a university?
I believe we
I
do.
think we do. I know we have something to deliver.
Yes. You also, I won't offer out of character prompts. Yes.
He's also insinuated something to do with Matey, but yeah.
Well, I'm just saying that there's other plot threads to follow up with that you haven't
What?
investigated.
We'll do the delivery first.
And I said, oh, like Red Bluff's prospect, and he said, you'll just have to discuss it in character, and I'm like, you're such a fucking DM.
You're such a damn.
and you haven't discussed it in character, so clearly you don't care enough for me to have told you, discussed it with you out of character.
The
Why did
eyebrows
you
were
discuss
clearly
it
more
with me out of
important.
character? That's so mean to me. Anyway. Mac wants to find out more about Matey, but she's kind of waiting to, hear back from the results of the analysis of his OS.
We need to make sure he didn't kill everyone before we actually do anything with him.
Sally, you know that
we-
hatred
you-
is
you-
just love with teeth.
Well, now I do.
Like fighting, it's like kissing, except as a winner.
Yes.
You have pretty much established that Matey did not kill them all.
Yeah, no, we have.
Have we?
But we still need to find out exactly what changes were made to his operating system.
Yes.
The more we find out from his hard drive, the more we'll have to go on, is my reasoning.
Indeed.
I'm happy for other people or DMs to make suggestions, Dave.
Baron is more than happy with going to see Miss Katazan again.
I'm sure he is.
Yes. So are you going to go to Amwat then?
Veetal just
Zargs.
Veetal just zags.
Zargs.
Zarg would be a good Star Wars name.
Zog.
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
Darth.
Veetal just sighs and says, I just feel like if we keep hanging around her, I'm gonna end up getting bullwhipped or run over by a big boulder or shot by stormtroopers or vaporized or something.
What kind of archaeology have you been partaking in?
I can live with that.
The one-man
Not that
big robot.
kind of vaporized, you bet.
I'm guessing Varen wouldn't mind a whip, though.
Hey.
Duh.
Hey.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Still.
Okay. So you
What Varen
can...
does in his bunk is his own business, and what we have to hear through the thin metal walls.
I'm never sure when you're in or out of character.
Mostly it's out of character. Boots doesn't say much.
Boots is quite
If it doesn't end with sir,
If it doesn't end or begin with sir.
sir, it's probably out of character.
Fair.
Okay. So you can travel to Amwat, which is the posh end of the herbal sector.
God, it smells like perfume, you bet.
One has to wonder how the squib can smell through space.
Magic.
Maybe he's been there before and he's just remembering.
Are we still on the planet or what?
We are still on the ship. We have not landed yet.
Are we in the atmosphere?
Are you?
We haven't really said. We haven't really even said we've taken off yet. I mean, I'm assuming that we're taking off and are en route to Amwat.
I haven't rolled anything, so I have no idea.
Okay, sorry. When we get in the Amwat sector, Veetal says, ugh, perfume's so thick I can taste it, you bet. Ugh.
Do you want to, for the sake of making rolls, Varen, do you want to make your space transport roll to 5D?
Not my best.
Not your best, but it's
Not a botch.
no, it's not. You get there, but it's
Seems a bit distracted.
yeah, it's a shaky and
He's a bit jumpy
not
anytime he sees another ship.
Yep.
Hey, pretty boy, what the hell's wrong with you?
I'm fine.
Both hands on the wheel.
They are.
Yeah, and your knuckles are white, you bet.
Which is impressive, given you're blue.
Okay.
Baron isn't blue.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. He's an
Oh.
Arusan. Arusans are blue.
Sorry, my bad. Burpa-derpa.
Trying to think. There'll probably be. You can probably land in the university complex because it probably has kind of
University
its own
parking
dedicated.
lot.
Yeah, it's dedicated. Dedicated kind of landing pads and things like that. But you'll probably have to negotiate with the the kind of planetary air control to get a flight path in and talk to people on the university control center to get permission to land at the their facility.
Is Varen going to handle that, being the pilot?
He can do. He's also your given he's also mostly your
Flirty guy?
flirty guy, yeah.
Quick, seduce air traffic control.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's done that on a couple occasions.
Requesting permission to land.
Tempting re-entry.
When did our pilot become Zap Brannigan?
That was a James Bond joke at the low point of the.
Oh,
Jesus. He seems to be attempting re-entry.
Oh God, I remember seeing a GIF of that. I'll bombard your orbital. Wait.
Anyway.
Yeah. Andrea, do you want to roll persuasion for cutting through the getting through the bureaucracy and negotiating somewhere to land?
Also could be better.
In traffic control's pants.
Yeah. I'm seeing a question from jury in the
Yeah, I copy pasted
which
that.
is asking about whether I count the Force Unleashed as part of the expanded universe, and if so, could Starkiller show up in the Outer Rim? I've never played the Force Unleashed. All I know about it is what I read about it on Wikipedia. I am leaning towards no. It's not impossible.
He holds
that
his lightsaber like an asshole.
Well, considering he used the Force to down an entire Imperial Star Destroyer,
That's cheating.
that's probably a bad idea.
Point. I couldn't remember if you particularly adhered to the expanded universe in this game or not.
I take what I like.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's
so
fair.
We're not a strict expanded universe faithful game.
No.
Movie faithful though. Mostly.
Mostly movie faithful.
Mostly.
Movie faithful.
Creative liberties.
Yeah. I'm a little bit worried that the film that's coming out this year, which is uncomfortably close to what some of the things I had in mind for this. This
Don't you hate that?
Is it going to turn out that Hatter has had this experience with Fallout 4?
Yeah, no. Like almost every idea I went like, oh, that'd be really cool. Fallout 4, then behind me did it.
Yeah.
Behind your back, stealing your thoughts out of your head.
Like sometimes it would literally be that week, and then
Mhm.
Fallout 4 came out that week, and like, oh yeah, no, Fallout 4
Oh
did
yeah,
it.
like the rattaway in
you're-
the trees.
Planning on doing Nuka World then?
I actually had
magic.
I actually had ideas for Nuka World, but it was way different. Way different.
That just reminds me of I had a similar experience with the show Heroes, with a whole carnival full of people with superpowers who used it to dick people over.
Like most people would. Anyway.
Oh yeah, no, you totally would.
Anyway.
So you've managed to land in one of the landing kind of courtyards at the university. You can kind of those of you with olfactory sensors can kind of tell what Veetal was meaning. It's probably not perfume, but kind of the area that you're in has, you can kind of smell floral gardens and
you can smell the rich people.
Yeah, it's much more of a, it is much more upmarket than either Daemis or Parthax, which are the other main planets in this sector.
Mac just sticks her hands in her pockets as she disembarks and says, "Well, damn! I feel like I should have worn my nicer grubby trench coat."
It's also not as kind of sleek and modern looking as Athena, where
Kaloon is.
Yeah, it's more
classical?
It's more kind of classical. Yeah, and
I'm thinking of Naboo for some reason.
Yeah, Naboo's not far off what you might imagine. Very lots of kind of big, wide boulevards and.
It's Space Italy, isn't it?
Space Italy.
Space Rome.
Wait, do you play Magic the Gathering?
No.
He totally
Okay,
totally has some cards though. He won them.
I did, yeah.
In a raffle.
In a raffle.
Hold on, I have images of what I think this place might look like.
I think it probably looks, rather than being kind of with all the kind of Greek, kind of Greco-Roman, rather than the Greco-Roman architecture, it's more
slightly less fantasy than that, maybe.
Less kind of Baroque than that. I kind of imagine it as being kind of Egyptian / Aztec.
Ooh.
That kind of
clay buildings.
Yeah, kind of a kind of terracotta kind of color to everything, and
that sounds nice. Too rich for our blood, but that sounds nice.
Yeah. Some there are a few droids and technicians from the university come out to help unload the robot, but there's no sign of Sarah or Mipera.
Where none of the where none of the people from the university will hear, he's going to go, "So do you want me to bring the guns?"
That's going to depend on
who are you with. Who are you saying this is?
I forgot the name. Dallas character.
Mac.
Sorry.
Mac.
Yeah, Mac.
Boots, do you have any guns that are discreet?
Small.
Yeah.
Bring the small gun.
He's got a pistol.
He actually has several.
He loads up on all the discreet guns, thus making himself no longer discreet.
He has the small sidearm and 2 dual pistols, which they're probably small enough for him to carry.
Kind of hold out weapons.
Yeah, hold-out weapons. They're not going to be great, but it's better than nothing.
We want to assume that we're among friends here, but we don't want to be caught on off guard, so just small guns will do.
Understood, sir.
I would like to point out, if Sarah does not come to the ship, Varen is going to just kind of slowly disappear.
Oh.
We lost
I
Evil
just-
Boy.
Ship, or
I just have this mental image of that he's not slipping away. He's literally just slowly disappearing from this
He's
plane of
Batmaning.
existence.
I would like to point out, by the way, that Mac is haranguing the technicians about being careful with the droid. Even if they are being careful with the droid, she's going to insist that they be more careful with the droid.
Veetal, before.
the technician has a kind of a very well practiced
Customer service manner.
reassuring nod, as if you get the impression that this is the kind of
Oh god, he gets this bullshit from the
deals with-
archaeologists all the time,
Yes.
doesn't he?
Yes,
He
he
gets
deals with high maintenance academics telling him how to do his job all
Okay,
the
but
time.
I'm no Four Eyes, okay? I am not interested in your dime a dozen no idea what the alternative for dime is. I have no interest
Yes.
in your crappy pots that have been decaying for 10 centuries. This is potentially a sapient being, so heads will roll if anything happens to him.
He raises an eyebrow when you say sapient being, but otherwise is...
Do we call droid sapient?
Depends on the droid, I think.
I mean, for instance, AI levels like Matey and Ellie, that's self-aware, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mac's gonna say, potentially sapient.
Yes. It's not the word, it's the concept that he's quirking an eyebrow.
Not
at,
everyone is a droid's right activist, I know.
Not everyone is Mac.
Helen wants to know if just 12 knives is unsuspicious enough. Depends
Veetal,
where
Depends
you
when you place it. That's a big bit.
Before getting off the ship, Veetal was just bitching and moaning like, can't sell these people anything. They already own everything, you bet. But as soon as she's off the ship, she's all, hey, hi, guys. It's a pleasure to meet you. You bet. Great to be here. Great to be in high society again. Oh, man, it has been too long, you bet.
Can Boots actually hear you complaining?
Yeah, she's just hiding it from the people outside, not the people inside.
Well, if he hears, he's just gonna be like, sell them something they don't have. I mean, sorry, sell them something they don't need.
Like what? Common sense? Sense of decency? Morals? Anna doesn't like rich people.
Veetal clearly doesn't either, and Veetal actually frowns a bit at that and says, I'll do that, but I'll like selling to rich people.
Mac sidles over to Veetal, leans down so that she's right by her ear. Either that or pick up some merchandise to sell elsewhere. And sidles off.
Hey,
Veetal
you can go to the bar, I'll buy.
Veetal actually blinks at that and says, hey, yeah, I will be gone at some point. Don't worry, I'll be back real quick, you bet.
Can't tell if Veetal's taking my advice or not.
Wear your extra big pockets.
The extra big trench coat.
Wear your trench coat of holding, yes.
Varen is going to suggest everyone go into the bar.
Mac is going to attempt to follow the technicians who are handling the droid if they will let her. With Ellie at her side all the while going, are we looking after our new friend?
I'm just gonna hang around with Veetal. Veetal appreciates.
Veetal actually makes an effort to slip away, but only she says, I'm going out into the city's underbelly, see if I can get a look at some of the really interesting stuff. I'll be back, you bet.
Fine. I guess I'll
No,
go.
Just
deal-
me, the bar. Just me.
You should just like begrudgingly just kind of
And
wander off
actually,
to everyone else's.
Veetal will hand Annalie some coins that, can I say that she scammed them off with a few rich people? Like, sold them useless baubles and junk, saying that they're some sort of archaeological wonder or some shit.
Modern
did you-
art.
Yeah.
You may need to roll for that, especially if they're archaeologists. Sorry, I slipped into my Mac voice when I was talking out of character. My apologies.
But Dave, what were you saying?
Sorry, who were you trying to sell the coins to? While also thinking of?
She'll just she wants to give some money to Annalie so that and basically just say, as long as you're here, might as well enjoy yourself a little before running off. But I want to say that she got these coins by just going over to some naive rich kids who have never had to wipe their own asses, and basically
Give them toilet paper.
scamming. Yeah, and basically just scamming them.
That's a very quick hustle.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. She's just doing a real quick, hey, pick up some from some naive trust fund children.
Hey, look at this shit. Why don't you buy it?
Yeah, basically.
Press all your buttons.
Ooh, there's a skill for that.
Yes, there is, and she has it.
As you head for, there's not really. The bars here are pretty posh as well. They're kind of how would you describe it? Like almost like kind of
Upper
private club
class.
kind of places. Yeah, they're
Gentleman's club.
Yeah,
not
but
a
the thing
gentleman's club. Let's
is-
say.
An actual gentleman's club,
For
not
actual
gen-
gentlemen.
actual gentleman.
No,
She knows that rich people have what she's looking for as well.
One thing, as you're crossing the street, there's a formation of stormtroopers. Basically, marches down the street, and because which is very unusual for the sector, but it's because you're quite near the Imperial Embassy. So it's pretty much the only place in the sector where there's active Imperial forces, and it's a kind of an honor guard of stormtroopers who are
Very keep
nominally
down.
nominally patrolling the streets. Yeah.
Veetal just frowns deeply at them, but keeps moving, and she uses her small size to her advantage, staying out of their way.
Yeah, no boats, it's more of you.
That's clonist.
Yeah, that is actually quite offensive.
I mean, technically it's not completely inaccurate, but
It's not wrong.
Oh, well,
It's not
I
wrong.
mean,
It's just kind of rude.
twins aren't the same people, so
fair
Yeah,
kinda
but these
wrong.
are literally clones. They look exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
So she's not wrong.
tell me if I need to roll anything for what I want to do, Dave.
secret message.
Secret message.
I can only
Through the
assume that
Fine.
Chat.
I can only assume that Eli is PMing the DM.
Yep.
No. Would that happen? No.
Yes.
Yes, it would.
I kind of
It's
want
okay
to
if
have a think about it.
It's okay if I can't find anything, and you can leave this be for a while.
I will have a think about it and see if I can think about because there's scope there, but
It's true.
Beetle's doing a
Veetal
thing.
she knows that what she's looking for exists here.
Oh, she does.
What is Veetal looking for?
Is it a secret?
Cheesp.
Chisp. That's the one that's a drink, right?
No, that's the one that's cheese
That's a
and
snack.
leaves.
God fuck.
You're looking for cheese.
I can't keep the words straight.
Madeline is passing me notes, just saying that she wants to PM the DM too.
Yes.
Aww,
I do that.
you
I
two
think
are fucking precious.
it would be if you ignored the
If
fact
she
that I've
didn't do
done
it to all of the DMs,
I've
every
done it.
single
I've
DM
done it
ever,
to Bucky
ever.
as well. Bucky was
Yeah,
saying,
but
"Why
you're
is
still
everyone
fucking
DM?
precious.
Why is everyone
It's-
PMing me?" So I PM'd him too.
It's not a super related thing, you're just precious in general.
Mer. Mer.
I'm right.
Mer. 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 So wait, who was actually who was actually passing the stormtroopers? Is it just Veetal?
No, well, anyone who's leaving the university to go to a bar with, which was, I believe, what
Varen. Because no one else wanted to come with Varen.
I would.
I mean,
but
I
have-
assumed you were leading everyone there, apart from.
Anna Lee might, just because Veetal just gave her some drinking money.
Veetal's gone off to do Veetal things, so she's just going to look around and just grudgingly go off with whoever.
Where's
Someone's
Boots
gonna keep
going?
an eye on Varen.
Keep an eye on Varen.
Basically, Veetal's gone off to do super secret things. Mac has gone off to pester the technicians along with Ellie. Not sure about Matey and Boots and Krara.
Boots is going to follow you.
Okay, so Mac not only is haranguing the guards, the technicians, she also has a merc with her.
Oh, by the way, just so that no one freaks out, Boots is probably going to throw a cloak or something over his armor.
Fair. Oh, he's
Good
got
thinking.
he's gone all Master Chief in the newer Halo.
For some reason, I did not expect a Halo reference out of you.
It wasn't for me.
Indeed.
Though I must agree with Eli. I don't expect Halo out of Delhi.
My brothers play it.
Ah.
That makes
I
sense.
kind of want to play it, but I just don't think I'd be any good at it. I'm good at RPGs, not shooters.
I'm okay with shooters. I just don't like Halo.
I don't think there's anything super wrong with Halo. I just didn't expect you to actually know about it.
On the Halo versus COD front, I am on Team Halo.
That's fair.
Again, it's the family I was born into. My brothers play Halo.
I'm early Call of Duty before it became shit.
Fair.
So you mean 1 and 2?
Basically. Modern Warfare 1 and Black Ops.
I hear the zombies one is kind of fun, but anyway. Okay, so
Uh,
that's
Black Ops.
I like stupid zombie shit.
So do I.
Never been good at shooters, so.
Oh yeah, my twitch reflexes suck. But anyhow.
this is why it took me 8 hours to get through Undertale. My Twitch.
Oh
reflexes.
god.
I remember that.
I need to watch that again.
I was so bad at it. I mean, I loved it, but I was so bad at it. Anyway.
And you
I never-
sold the dog residue.
Look, it was look, Eli,
Look.
look. It's fine.
I'm looking.
It's fine, Eli. I got through the game, I sent Temmie to colleague, and I got the armor because I got it down to the cheapest price without even meaning to by dying a bajillion times. Now, are we playing Star Wars or aren't we?
We are. Let's play Star Wars.
So Boots is following Mac. Where are Krara and Matey? I seem to see something about Krara fading into the shadows.
You didn't see anything.
Crow is
Right.
wherever she is.
Is Krara also doing secrety things?
No, she's just wherever I want her to be.
Wherever the
God
action
damn it,
is.
Helen. Schrodinger's Krara.
Oh, and Bucky is still AFK, so should we just say that Matey is staying on the ship? Until Bucky says otherwise.
Maybe it has made the very poor decision to go into Veetal's room.
Oh god, no. No, we keep that locked. We keep that shit
This
locked.
is not actually
Well-
canon, but as far as I'm concerned, it is until proved otherwise.
Matey has passed by Veetal's room.
I believe the last time we left Veetal's room unlocked, something crawled out.
Yeah. It was almost the size of Veetal. It was furry. We actually think it might have been Veetal. We weren't sure. We just kind of sent it outside. And Veetal came back later.
we actually spoke for about 10 minutes to it, thinking it was Veetal before we realized this might not be Veetal.
I hate you all.
Hey, we didn't make the character.
You just give us so much ammunition.
That's true. That's objectively true.
Okay. So, Star Wars.
So, everyone going to the bar, maybe? And by everyone, I mean like 3 people.
Eventually, the technicians will have taken the droid off you. It doesn't really take that long.
Yeah, she's trying to follow them.
Well, they're taking it into kind of storage, into the university. Well, not storage, but kind of the university. They take it into one of the university labs and leave it there.
She's going to inspect the lab conditions.
Fine.
How long is that going to take?
I don't know, how big is the lab? And is there anyone there
like
that she can...
Aircraft hangar sized?
Is there anyone else there that she can harangue about the treatment of this droid?
No, once the technician leaves, everyone's gone and it's empty.
Damn it.
Apart
They
from,
are not putting up with your shit.
But I have so much
Apart
shit
from-
up with which to put.
apart from a droid that's kind of sweeping the floor.
Well, good. That's
Just so
someone.
that,
someone to
and you
talk
get the
to.
impression that the droid is keeping half an eye on you in case you nick anything.
She goes over, and actually, she is preceded by Ellie, who's going beep 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 boop 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 beep beep boop woo. Again, I can't do R2 noises. I can only do BB-8 noises, which translates as
That's
hello.
so fucking precious.
Hello, do you
the
like working
droid-
here? Hello, do you like
Okay.
working here? Are you having fun?
Or
Is he saying Dorb?
or
Or is he a gonk? Is he a gonk? Is it a gonk
Harrison
droid?
Please say it's a
it
gonk droid.
has. It's not a gunk droid. No.
It's making rumble
I just-
noises.
I've just finished listening to the full gonk session from
Full gonk!
Episode of the Jedi.
He's gone
God,
full
that was so terrible,
Oh god.
so wrong.
make-
It's
And
so
every-
Be
awesome.
nice to the gonk droid.
Wait. Did you get
I was all the way listening through it. I was just thinking how Mac would have a
Conniption.
fit. He was
Several
listening to-
conniptions.
Have you listened to the whole story?
Sorry.
Have you listened to the whole thing? All three
Yes.
orcs? Oh my god, I
Um,
just love that cock motherfuckers. At the very end.
Better not hurt the gonk droid.
Yeah. Oh, have I actually finished listening to? Let me just check. I don't know if I finished.
It's just there making rumba noises.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you imagine, like, do you remember the cake personality core from Portal?
Yes, that keeps basically reciting the
They're
recipe
just
for cake.
reciting the recipe for cake rather than saying anything interesting. That's basically what the translation of what this is, except sweeping, is what he's talking about. It's not. If this particular droid is sentient, it's not very sentient.
Ellie turns around as Mac approaches because Ellie sped off ahead and says beep 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 boop boop beep beep boop, which translates to "It sounds like he has very good job satisfaction."
He is happy with his job.
Or sweep.
All right, I suppose we should probably leave him be. All right, Boots. I suppose there's not really much else to be done here.
Yes, sir.
She looks quite sad because she worries about the droid. She worries about all droids. This got out of hand so quickly. She's gonna head back and probably catch up with the others in the bar. Fancy a drink? To Boots,
Okay.
since he's the only other one there.
I don't drink, sir.
Not even blue milk.
I actually have to think about that one for a second.
I kind of mean it in the generic sense, not the alcoholic sense. Varen may be getting drunk enough for all of us, so I'm sticking to non-alcoholic.
Not on my watch.
Is anything happening in the bar, or are you just going for a drink and
Drinks and flirt.
Clara puts a big glass of something alcoholic on the table and looks kind of sad and kind of angry.
Well, at least this is a high class bar. We know it's not going to be half turpentine.
it is really expensive though. Andrea, did you say you were flirting?
Flirt for flirt. Flirt for flirt.
Oh, that's how
are
Serenity
you-
does it too.
Act flat.
You wiggle your hips. Molt Small wiggles back. What a meaningful conversation.
Chaste wiggle.
Yeah, I need to watch that again.
Are you trying to pick up boys or girls?
Or both.
Or both?
Either one.
Or indistinguishable.
Just, whoever will give Varen the time of day.
When you have enough drinks, everyone is indistinguishable.
Varen gets desperate and starts picking up clocks.
Hey.
He
Hey.
hasn't gotten that sloshed yet.
Hey.
Don't
Are
think
you an angel? Cause I want to have sex with you.
He's
Point
not that sloshed yet. He can handle his liquor.
At
I
some
know,
point,
but it
Varen-
amuses me.
At some point, Varen just gives up and starts asking for the little time of day, and whoever actually answers, he's like, "You're the one!"
You find a cute boy who is, he's kind of posh and never really been off world, and but he's completely taken with you and the fact that you're, this kind of romantic pilot and
Holy shit, I did not expect that to happen. Also, someone's breathing on their mic a little.
Sorry.
So Varen just sitting there like, I didn't think I'd get this far.
He's trying to very much play it off.
What do I do now?
Never got this far, guys.
That's alright, just bring him over here. She'll give him the stink eye until he walks off.
Leave him alone.
This is mine.
how
I
far are
mean,
you going to
it's
go?
not to say that she's not already giving him the stink eye, but
Are
That's
you
just
going
her
to-
usual resting bitch face. Resting rich face.
resting rich
Hey.
face.
Hey.
How far are you going to take it? Are you going to just have floaty chats, or are you
Which-
going to? Sorry.
Which base are you aiming for?
Yeah.
Touch his boobs.
Touch his boobs.
You don't just do that without asking.
Ask to touch his boobs.
Ask if he has any
Touch his
first.
boobs.
Breathing.
Oh, sorry. I was just laying down and didn't realize where my mic was.
Ah,
Aye. We're
if
just
if
gonna-
things, I mean, if things get too hot for you, you can always kind of love them and leave them and head for head
Yeah,
for the ship and get off world in. Or you can take him with you. You know.
That just
Like
seems
that.
like a
I
terrible
mean-
idea.
Oh yeah.
Baron's just kind of playing it as it is, and if he seems that interested, he might.
God
Take the
damn it.
guy for a joyride around the planet, around the system.
Guys, Baron
To
is
some
gone,
extent-
and so is the ship, and so is that cute rich boy.
I can show you the world.
Or at least at the very least, just give him a tour of the ship.
This is Baron's
That's
room.
Veetal's
This is
room.
Veetal's
We
room.
don't
We don't
talk
go in
about it.
there.
This is Veetal's room. We don't talk about Veetal's room.
This is Matey. We especially don't talk about Veetal's room in front of Matey.
Matey, forget I just said that.
Maybe we have to scrub your memories again.
Yeah, but if he gets to that point, Baron might just take him at least for a tour.
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
And this is my room where I'm going to touch your dick.
And this is my room where your clothes will look good on the floor.
Oh my god. Why I don't
We are all the best wingmen.
I'm going to say that you pretty much got him kind of wrapped around your
Does
around your little finger, so you
this-
can kind of
not have to roll, like, persuasion or anything?
no, not this time.
Wow. Should come
He's-
and visit
he's an
naive rich people more.
I don't trust him.
Oh god.
I have seduced you.
Don't
Now
Oh
trust
give
god,
me
you're
all of
right,
your money.
Dave. Dave, what's wrong with him? What's he gonna do? Dave.
There's a thing in old school RPGs. If anyone comes up to you at a bar and it gives any form of interest in you, it's a trap and don't believe them.
Fair.
Turns
They
out
don't
he has
even have-
space aids.
They
If you
even
don't
have
trust
to-
him, then you better
the
stop Baron, because Baron's not stopping.
He has,
I was about to
say,
he has some rats that need cleaning out of his basement.
They're
Oh,
rats,
God damn
like,
it!
No, we
Okay,
have those space rats that live in the engine room.
In all fairness, genuinely thought they were going to be cleaning rats.
Yes, no, he did.
precious, naive, innocent little paladin.
Yeah.
Precious stupid fuck.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just waiting for the moment that this guy backstabs us somehow.
No, you'll only backstab Baron.
Oh god, wait, where's the poster?
Wait, backstab, is that what we're calling it these days? And
Hey.
Veetal gave it to you to shoot.
Okay, he would have shot it. He would have done target practice for a brief moment.
R.A.P. poster. Rest in pieces.
Rest in poster.
Oh my god, it wouldn't last long though. The whole idea is to make it look like, he scorched this poster on the wall, but the moment Matey would see it, he'd scrub the wall clean.
Fair. The
Okay.
poster is no longer there. It is an
Hey, Bucky.
ex-poster.
The poster wasn't even removed, it was just scrubbed into oblivion.
Yep. Mr. Bubbles
You
wants
can
you clean!
Good news, by the way, I'm feeling a little bit better. Like,
Oh,
I'm
good.
glad that's
Glad
the
to hear
case.
that.
That's good.
Yay.
my parents got me some, brat diet stuff to eat, so...
I'm glad that's the case. That
Yay.
you deserve to feel better.
Yosh.
Like, I still feel a little funky, but, like, nowhere near as... Oh.
Funky but
Okay.
not
That's
disco
good.
fever.
Good to hear.
Funky bullshrimp.
Oh, let us know when Boots and Mac arrive in the bar.
I can say let's say they probably arrive about the time that and let's say for shits and giggles, just after Andrea has led her
Paramore.
paramour out of the bar, so that you can't object to it.
Can we pass them on the way?
You can see them from across the street.
When she gets there, when they get there, she looks at the others and goes, "Holy shit! It looks like Varn actually got a bite."
Yeah, what
No,
else?
but he'll be getting some.
What universe is this, and how do I get back to mine?
Is there? I'm going to assume that Varen and again has this young. I haven't even given him a name.
He's gonna ask for a name.
It's Bucky.
Don't.
It's Bucky.
Buggy.
Don't.
Bucky, do you even know what's happening?
No. I just know that no, you can't name him Bucky.
Too late.
Please, but Bucky,
Bucky,
please.
we agreed there has to be a Bucky in every game now.
And also,
God damn.
he's gay, just like you.
Oh my god, wow. That's like so uncommon. Oh wait.
Well, it is this group.
Anyway, I'll think of a name for him in a minute. But
Do not
yes,
name-
you. Are you saying not to name him Bucky, or
I'm saying
what were you
do
saying,
not.
Andrea?
I'm saying do not name him Bucky.
Okay,
Too
it's Bucky.
late. We're
Saying do not
naming
name
him Bucky.
No.
Like I said, you have this guy wrapped around your little finger, and he's completely wide-eyed and amazed by the spaceship. What happens when you take him back to your spaceship is completely up to you, and we'll just say that it's very X-rated and very off-screen.
Got it. Okay. I
Um,
don't think we need to get removed from YouTube.
sorry.
I don't think we needed this video to get removed from YouTube.
Varen is never going to let us hear the end of this.
Hey guys, remember that one time? Yes, Varen, we know.
One time.
Boosting confidence!
Do you remember
One
that? Do
more
you remember that one
time.
time? Yes, one time.
One time, Varen. Mac is going to... Oh, fuck it. Mac's going to have some blue milk, because I can't remember any of the other drinks in this universe.
That's alright.
Imported blue milk.
You know, I'm curious if my parents heard me shouting, "Do not name him Bucky,"
Oh, you will have a story for them.
because sometimes they hear the weird things I shout out of context, and it's just fun to have them be like, "So, what was that all about?"
Good.
I know, right? That's why out of context D&D quotes is so magical.
Yeah.
I continue lecturing the box.
I'm so glad that made it onto the thing.
What?
So
Yeah!
I continue lecturing the box. Do you remember that?
Oh my god, wasn't that to Spark?
Yes.
Yep.
Wait, did that make it onto...
Yes.
Yep.
It did! I didn't know that! That's amazing! Good.
Yeah, we talked a while ago. Like, yeah, Hannah, I think, or someone submitted it. Either way, it was Hannah because she is the one who said, "I continue lecturing the box."
Good. I approve.
Yeah, we made it. I'm very proud.
As you should be. Can Matt get blue milk?
Yes, again.
Looks to Boots as if to ask if he wants anything.
He doesn't.
Boots, how come you don't drink anyways?
Never got into it.
Was the pause in character?
Yes.
That's a rather non-committal answer for such a long pause preceding it. Well, you know what this means. She gets out a piece of paper and starts writing down possible reasons for why Boots doesn't drink and odds.
So I grew up in a,
God
I-
damn.
so I grew up in a camp with 3,000 identical brothers. We didn't exactly have a bar.
Uh-huh. I'm going with went on a bender one night, lost all your clothes except your boots, and that would also explain how you got your name.
Is she running odds on that too?
Oh yeah,
Boots is just giving her a blank stare.
she's been running odds on. She's had a betting pool going for a while now about why Boots is called Boots. She doesn't bet.
Good.
She doesn't bet money, but she bets like chores and equipment.
You're going to be so disappointed.
Oh, I know.
She has betting pools on like everything, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Clara suggests allergy and turns him bright pink when he doesn't want to.
Damn, I like that. And she adds it.
Mady doesn't
Sorry,
understand.
what went bright pink?
Mady doesn't understand how our betting system works. He's just like, but I can do all the cleaning.
Precious infant.
Huh.
Oh,
You're right.
but
We're
what if
gonna
he
have
has
to-
an
we're gonna
actual
have
like medical reason? Maybe he has a gluten allergy.
She basically, if she kind of goes, oh, that's right, matey can clean everything. Well, we'll just have to find something else to gamble with.
Cooking.
Cooking.
Cooking laundry.
I believe that's part of cleaning.
It's true.
At least it is in my house.
Well, Mac is simply drinking her blue milk and writing down odds. You should know you're a gold mine for potential gambling opportunities, Boots.
Yes, sir.
He just comes over and sits down beside Matt because she was just sitting by herself. Grumpily. Just comes over and sits with Mac. What are you doing?
Anna, new betting pool. Why Boots doesn't drink. So far we've got embarrassing incident when he went on a bender, and Clara has put forward it turns him bright pink.
Have you considered maybe he's just allergic?
Allergic. I like that one. She writes that down as
Or maybe when he drinks, every other clone gets drunk.
well. Not entirely sure that's how clone works.
That would be awesome.
I might believe that's how clones work if I were drunk.
That's how you stop the Empire.
We just get the
Boots
clones.
drunk.
We just get Boots completely shit-faced.
That sounds like an amazing weekend.
It turns out that Boots is somehow a better shot while drunk.
Boots is shooting things with his eyes closed and backwards.
Boots becomes a sniper when he's drunk.
If the guy either way, he'd still be a better shot than a stormtrooper.
He is a better shot than a stormtrooper.
Boots becomes Bullseye when he's drunk.
Now that's a superpower.
And yes, Dave, I'll be with you in just a moment.
Oh really? Oh really?
Oh, really? Note passing.
Oh, really?
I kind of
Yeah,
want
really.
that. I kind of want to be that. I kind of want that to be the name of Varen's hookup now. Oh really?
Oh, really? O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
Cha-cha-cha-cha. Ah, all right.
So, yep, everyone else is getting shit-faced except Boots.
Mac is not getting shit-faced. She's drinking blue milk. Blue
Oh,
milk
yeah,
is an
that's right.
alcoholic. She will
That's
kind
right.
of she will kind of give Boots a sidelong glance and say, "Boots, I can never figure out what your expression is because you're always so deadpan. You'd actually tell us if we were bugging you, right?"
Yes, sir.
Good.
I see no reason not to believe you.
Kara's drinking a big glass, but since she has 5D strength, she's not getting drunk easy.
I did a roll, Dave.
I saw it. Yep.
Cool.
Ellie, meanwhile, is putting in her bet, which is he's just really responsible.
Why are all droids so precious and innocent?
Well,
And you,
one droid did try to kill us the other session.
True.
Because one of them is
he
being
was just,
like,
he was just doing his job.
That's true, he was just doing his job. That's why Mac feels bad for him.
And then there's the droid, we found with the archaeologist.
Matey may not be precious and innocent for long. Eventually, he's going to have to draw on his angry eyes.
Yeah, and also worse, he's gonna have to find Veetal's room.
No, he doesn't. That never has to happen.
He just passes by Veetal's room, and every time he does, he just gets a strong sense of foreboding.
You realize Sorry, go ahead.
I just love this mental image of this bot is just trying to do his job. Is this, you call this job satisfaction?
When if Matey ever finds Veetal's room, we'll have to draw on the shocked eyebrows.
He does little dots at the center of his eyes to make his eyes look wide with shock.
Good. Oh dear, now my eyes are
Can't
dirty.
see it, but I'm horrified.
You'll have to replace his processor because he won't even be able to even.
Won't be even.
Literally can't even.
Cannot even.
But he would be quite odd.
But can he odd?
I just said that, you dick.
I was just. My reflexes are slow.
Sorry, I'm just being a dick to you.
Hugs
It's
for
fine.
bugs.
I love hugs.
Yay.
Hugs for the floof.
Floof.
Floof for the floof god.
Cuddles for his cuddle throne. The DM is suspiciously silent, and I have to assume it's to.
He's typing.
Yeah, it's to do with typing. I am so tempted to go through to the other room and look over his shoulder, but that would be wrong, and I won't do it.
It would
Don't
be
worry.
very wrong.
Do it.
I would
Do it.
shout at you and it waft you out of the room.
Waft you.
Waft?
Waft
Wave
you
my
out
arms
the
at you.
room.
Wave my arms at you.
No, I'm sorry, but waft
like,
was
really left the room.
ended up being kind of a joke on Would I Lie to You.
Do it. Do it. You know you want to.
Ah, shit.
You have
was
no
stupid,
idea what's going on. Yeah.
Maximum dice count 6. Why are you rolling? Why are you rolling that many dice, Eli? What? What is Veetal doing?
There we go. Sorry, one of my game uses for you. Oh, shit.
Oh, by the way, can we assume that
Okay.
since we had a space transport ride worth of time over here, that Matey has, healed all of us?
Yes.
He would, so.
How tight are we talking the thing is?
It's
That's what she
is there any
said?
way that... Is there any way that, some cloth or something could be stuffed into it?
yeah,
I
probably.
said what?
Alright.
It is as bad as you were thinking. Yeah, sorry, no. That's
Cloth,
It always
Cloth
that's
is a
Andrea.
half-
That's-
cloth is
sorry?
a halfway decent insulator, yeah?
Oh god, what are you doing?
It's better, but not great.
Would it be enough to make it slightly less painful?
It's less debilitating.
What are you doing?
This sounds familiar.
She's thieving this shit up.
Something.
Go
Then,
Veetal.
She's iRoboting this.
then Veetal will tear some of her cloak off and stuff it into the thing, and then just keep him going until we can get to the ship. And once on the ship, she'll yell, "Hey, mechanic!" And they probably aren't there, so she'll just say,
Yeah.
"Yeah, shit."
You hear something
Okay.
else on the ship.
you interrupt
Like,
Baron and
We
You don't
decided
hear
we
the
should.
mechanic, but you do hear a soft dum 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 dum.
We want to call him O'Reilly.
Yeah, it's Veetal just face palms it and then says, "All right, you stay here, you bet. I know it hurts. I'm sorry, but I'll get you out of here as soon as possible."
What?
And she is going to run off and look for the others. Or do we have communicators?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I think I know which mechanic
Yes.
you need.
Oh my god, Veetal has stolen some exotic animal from some rich asshole.
No, Veetal is asking for a mechanic. Veetal stole a droid.
Vita
Eli-
stole the droid.
We
and
just
looked
got
at the
droid.
Eli,
Is it a gog
Beetle
droid?
would know.
Gonk! Gonk, gonk.
But Ellen, what were you saying?
Eli, Beetle would know that Crow specifically always carries a comlink.
Oh, okay. Then Veetal will link to Krara and say, "Hey, Krara, send one of the mechanical nerds over right now.
Where over?
To the ship. Need one at the ship. Toot sweet, you bet.
I'm going.
Don't
Okay.
don't care what. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Dave, for future reference, does Boots have a comm link in his helmet?
yeah, probably.
Um,
I can say that you all carry comlink.
And I will
Okay.
be PMing both Smarty and Dave the details.
Just as a note, this isn't out loud. So, Crow has it like a small headset in her ear holes. So, she'll say,
Are you my
hey,
The
what?
voices are back.
The voices of
Sorry.
She'll say, Beetle needs one of you to get back to the ship.
And
Right
I'm
now.
gone. Less
Okay.
time I have to spend around rich people, the better.
And Crow will follow.
Rich people make me break out in hives.
She just kind of watches the two of them go. What did we... You know, I probably don't want to know. Plausible deniability, that's a good thing. She's like,
Good idea, sir.
Turn her around so she can have deniability.
You know what's
It
bad,
has
Bucky?
been,
I was thinking the same thing.
Good.
it has been 0 minutes.
I think just this leaves possibly the two least talkative people in the bar. One of them not even drinking.
Where is Matey?
Oh no, Matey came to the bar too, did he?
Did he?
Or did he?
I wasn't sure where Matey was actually.
We
That's
basically said he's in the ship unless you state otherwise.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's in the ship, and when he realized what Varen was up to, he kind of went to another part of the ship.
Fair.
As far away as possible.
He's on the roof
I'll
right
clean
now.
your
Which
room
part
later.
Which part of the ship is Varen occupying at the moment? Is he
You'd
in his quarters
assume
or
his
like
room.
on the? Well, you know,
In
could
the
be
cockpit.
cockpit.
It's called the cockpit
Yeah.
for a reason.
In the
I was actually just about to say that.
Oh my god, that was the pickup line too. That was the end to sequence of
Do you
wanna
want
see
to
my
Would you
come
like
see
to
my
see my
cockpit?
cockpit?
This is a cockpit.
All right. Does Smarty need to roll like mechanics or something if you want to try and break it?
Technical would be good.
Do I have?
Or mechanical.
Yeah, roll.
You're right. It's some kind of exotic creature, or possibly just another sapient
A
life form.
droid.
And it's in a thing.
Oh, it's quite. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about it.
It's another
It quite
scribe.
possibly just be oh my god! It could quite possibly just be a slave.
Yeah, it's
Crows,
a,
and she's pretty strong.
Wait, you're
Yeah.
there?
Oh,
yeah. Krara,
security.
Krara
Krara followed her.
Security.
Yeah, so 4D plus 1.
Alright. That was nearly 4. I pushed the wrong button. That was nearly 4F plus 1.
Matey is on the ship, but
Go
he
on.
did not come when Veetal called because he was essentially like, well, I'm not a mechanic.
Alright. Oh, god damn, you rolled well. Awesome.
Hey!
When we say on the ship, we mean on top of the ship.
Literally.
It's the only place
ship.
where he can't hear it.
Yes, actually, let's do it.
He's just on top of the ship.
Well,
just
this needs
it.
cleaning too.
Yeah, he's on top of the ship scrubbing away.
You gotta get on those ion blasters, man.
He just needs a pressure washer.
He's waiting for Varen to be done in his room so he can clean his room.
He's in the
I
cockpit.
feel like
Change the sheets.
I feel like your room may need cleaning. I don't know why. Just call it intuition.
Varen, are you practicing safe sex in there?
I thought you were going to
course.
say something like,
Um,
Varen, are you practicing the drum kit?
Yeah.
Yeah, like when Varen comes.
I'm
when
hearing a
Varen
lot of
comes-
rhythmic thumping. Sorry.
When Varen comes out, Matey's going to be like, "You are practicing safe sex, aren't you?"
Of course I am.
Totally.
Allow me to offer you this.
I'm not very
series
good
of
at it yet, but I am
rhythmic
practicing. What?
But
Clark!
We shouldn't be allowed anywhere.
does Smarty's roll do well?
Yep. I don't have Smarty thing, so if I can send it to you and you can pass it on to him.
I'm pretty sure.
Alright.
you have
Sorry.
me.
By the way,
Thank
Dave,
you.
you were a
Yeah,
chameleon.
but it would take a lot of looking up your contact though.
Banana split. Banana
Oh,
split.
son of a
I like it.
bitch.
Andrea, I refuse to believe you when you say he's not Clark.
It's not
Everyone is-
Clark.
everyone is-
Clark, he's much more successful at flirting.
Clark
Actually,
is.
Clark is very
He's less
successful
Clark
at flirting.
and more Captain Jack Harkness.
Captain Jack Harkness is anything that moves.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that at this point, we have at least half of the people within earshot. So do you think we can sort of pull it out into the open
Yes.
now?
Sure.
All right. Smarty, care to do the honors?
Alright.
Just say what
Sorry.
you typed to me.
Oh, what, just now?
Yeah.
Oh, bollocks.
What? What? Are you okay? And what's wrong?
It's... there's a transmitter in here and it's just turned on.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Son of a bitch! And Veetal's just going to
You haven't-
grab it. Sorry?
You haven't told anyone else what the transmitter was on. You just said the transmitter.
Some kind
Anyway,
of box.
that's fine.
Veetal
Fine.
grabs the collar
Collar.
and is going to
Yeah, you didn't guess that?
try closing it.
It looks like it's been activated. When I said it's been activated, it's been activated. Probably has been activated for a while. It wasn't taking it off that activated the locator. It's
Oh, okay, cool. Then
Even more
Veetal's just going
bollocks.
to grab it and say,
Oh,
I'm
cool. So
going
it's backing up
on
with
a road
a
trip.
file now.
Be back later.
Don't you run off without me.
And Veetal runs off holding the thing, and she says to the Aqualish, "You stay here. Tell the medical droid to fix you up if you need it."
Aqualish?
She just runs after.
What is an Aqualish?
Veetal.
What is an Aqualish?
We'll
it's
need help.
the if you've seen A New Hope, it's the thing that doesn't like Luke Skywalker.
Doesn't
Oh,
like you.
I
it
don't
is a
like
slave.
I don't like you either. Yes, yes. it is.
I have the death sentence. Can't
Um,
even read the line.
Internal
12
systems.
systems.
I'll be careful then. You'll be dead.
You'll be dead.
She just sees Veetal run off and she's like, don't you run off without me.
Lacular,
Stop-
can you run me?
Go off
roll me-
alone.
Could you roll me a perception?
Oh, Jesus, okay.
Crow
What the
will
fuck
ask
did he do?
Veetal if she needs help.
Yeah, probably, honestly.
Okay, Crow will follow. Probably easily, since
Yeah,
she
very
probably
easily.
has the highest athletics.
I have pretty decent athletics.
What's the
5e?
good word?
I'm just imagining all this activity going on, then a quick cut to Boots and Mac sitting in the bar while a space version of The Girl from Ipanema plays, and then back to the action.
Well, actually,
Or they all run past the door.
actually, I have a way for
The
Boots,
cantina.
the two of them to make it back to the ship.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Boots is just gonna be like,
No,
So-
Riley's already at the ship.
I was gonna say, well, I'm going back to the ship. Sorry.
so the last time we left them alone this long, we were chased out of 3 different systems.
Shit! She gets up and just... She gets up, puts her blue milk down, and says, "Come on, Ellie!"
You notice, Eli, that there is there's a commotion up the street, which seems to be I'm trying to think what you would call them. The kind of the police force, the local security forces seem to be hustling down the boulevard towards.
Let's not go
the,
that way.
Veetal
Crow
actually says, "Okay, you two help me by fucking off. Go away. Get lost."
Crow is actually not to be seen. She's rooftoping very stealthily.
Parkour.
Alright.
in the other direction is another squad of stormtroopers.
Double shit.
And yeah, get out the way. And Veetal is just going to duck under the crowd for a little, mutter, "Oh, this is gonna suck, you bet," and tighten the collar up and slap it onto herself.
Okay.
This is fun.
Okay.
And she just staggers out very, very deliberately, obviously, in front of the what's the word?
Crowds.
Well, the cops.
Okay.
And she looks up at the cops and says, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!"
They say, "Hey!" Point at you and start to run after you.
She makes a token effort to at least look like she's running away, but they are easily able to catch her.
Trips.
You don't need to only make a token effort. You just put the shock collar back on. The shock collar is making it very difficult to do anything at all.
That makes sense.
Gonna have to rescue a squib.
Yeah. So somehow not how I envisaged this session going.
No, I
well,
didn't think
this
it
is why
was.
Sorry.
That's
I'm
all right.
very sorry.
No, that's
Well,
good.
I love it. This is why I put all those points into stealth.
Actually, yeah. We are going to be so glad we have the frog. Oh my god, oh my god, you're a ninja and you're a frog, you're a Greninja. Why did I not... Fine.
I just got that now. Wait. Oh my
That
god.
you were
Greninja.
unintentionally a Greninja.
And she can
Oh my
change
God.
colors too.
Oh my god. Yes.
Ninja. Epona would
What?
be.
Good.
Veetal will make a big show of sort of wrestling against the guards and screaming out, "Ah, no, please don't make me go back. I don't want to be a slave again."
You're causing quite a scene now.
Yep.
Lots of people are kind of stopping
Yes,
and
she
looking
is.
to see what's going on.
And she's gotten
Um,
a good distance away from the ship before doing all this.
Are Mac and Boots likely to come across her on their way back to the ship, or no?
Yeah. You can if you're stepping out into the street, you can probably see that this is going on.
Can
There.
Can Kra spot Mac and Boots?
Sorry?
Can Kra
Yes,
spot Mac
yes,
and
yes.
Boots?
Kara can see Mac and Boots.
Kra will try to rush over to them and say, Veetal's got this.
Who's got this?
Veetal.
Beetle.
Veetal's got this. Yeah, but
Veetal's
who's
got
the Veetal?
what?
There was Veetal. The thing that Veetal wanted was
Was
probably
to let
shouldn't say
know.
here. Yeah, it's the thing that Veetal wanted help with is back at the ship. This is. Yeah, she's just saying this very quietly. It's back at the ship.
All right. Is Veetal in trouble right now?
Technically,
maybe, but
yes, but
let's wait.
no. We'll see how it plays out.
If you continue struggling, are you going to continue struggling, Veetal?
She struggles enough that she's very conspicuous, and it's very clear that she's resisting, but not enough to actually cause them any trouble.
Okay. They hit you with a stun rod and knock you out.
Thump.
And Beetle's out.
Oh my god.
Okay, Veetal doesn't have this.
Can we see this from over here?
Yes.
What the fuck has that squib done?
Veetal doesn't have this anymore. We should probably do something.
If we rush in there, we'll get taken out by the guard as well. Clara, you need to follow her stealthily, silently. Got it?
You don't, I
Clara
mean, you
has
don't need to
already
rush. You
disappeared.
don't need to rush in there and kind of attack. You can go and they're police. They're not like mercenaries. You can go and ask them what's going on. You can go and say, why are you arresting my our friend? Or if you don't want to get involved, you can not do that.
Mac is
Clara
naturally
doesn't-
uncertain about authority figures.
Kra doesn't know the difference between police and mercenaries, higher
true.
pay, elite government.
I don't.
Are these actual police or
Wonder you're
these
still alive.
stormtroopers?
Actual police.
These are the police. There are stormtroopers around, but they're
They're just kind of there.
they're just doing their patrols around the embassy.
Okay.
Boots, anything to add? This is more your area.
Boots is gonna walk off and go find this group.
Which group? What?
The stormtroopers.
Do you mean
Yeah.
hang on, do you mean the people who are taking Veetal?
The cops. Yeah.
The cops.
Yeah, they are now walking off with the prone form of Veetal kind of carried between them.
Oh, well, there's no way this is going to end. But Boots, wait for me.
Well, fuck it.
She
Go
kind of
in.
turns to Kra and says, one of us, it's probably still a good idea for one of us to not be seen.
Kra is quickly
Not seen.
scuttering up a wall and fading into the shadows.
Ellie, get back to the ship, alright?
Go! Get back to the ship!
Bonk.
Get to the chopper!
Get
Go
to the
on.
chopper!
Dave, what was the Aqualicious name?
Oh God.
Bob,
It's okay, you don't have to give it to me right away, or at least not until Veetal's conscious.
L'Oreal. I don't know the naming process for Aqua.
Give me 2 seconds.
Are we just gonna make everything be named Bucky until something actually is?
Damn it.
I'm not sure how to approach this.
Oh
Carefully.
dear.
I'm not sure if we should approach them with honesty or try and bullshit our way through this.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not playing Threnody.
If you
I
want
will-
And you're not playing Quinn.
I
You
will
have
boot
Baron.
We
Baron is busy.
Balls deep.
We're not going to burst into Varen's room while he's doing the hanky-panky and get him to come out and fucking charisma some police.
The horizontal mambo.
Pre-martial hanky panky.
He's doing the horizontal monster mash.
Horizontal monster.
We're the most mature people in the world.
Super professional stream.
Yep.
Yep.
He's showing him his plasma cannon,
God fucking.
Oh, that would be Boots.
getting out his lightsaber.
We don't have any force sensitive people in this party, or
I was gonna say, is Varen
Force
force
sensitive
sensitive?
to have a lightsaber.
He'll be force sensitive after
Dave,
this.
you have to be force sensitive to use a lightsaber successfully
Depends
without
what they
dying.
use.
Use
Presumably
if
the-
you're
Oh my
using
God,
it,
we've got
if you're
the
using
face
it to
paint.
take off your own arm, you don't have to be force sensitive.
Does he wear a mask in bed?
Andrea, what the
Oh,
Oh, you're. Oh, it's the mask.
Varen's just like, look, I got some kinks here first, but you gotta understand that.
Look, don't king shame me, alright?
Varen has
wear this mask.
Here we go. That's my on-the-fly name generating for this.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Welcome.
Okay, so the art coalition is called Umgid Oppa, and the guy Varen is seducing is called Kalo Phoenix.
Yeah.
Also, I
It'll be
have
a
a
thing,
link
it's
for
alright.
Varen.
When he
I
rises
see
from
us
the
from-
ashes.
I see your sword is as big as mine.
Indeed.
Leave Varen alone.
No.
We're going to, because he's
We're
busy.
going to, because he's kind of busy right now.
Yeah. Knowing that he's not the face of the group, he's gonna let Max
Mac.
take charge.
Wait, if he's gonna how's he gonna do that? Is he gonna stop or something, or?
He's
Yeah,
just
he's-
going to
he's-
stop,
he's
pick up
like-
Mac and
because-
put him from in
Because
front.
we were like, so what should we do? Well, the first thing we need to do is find these guys. So Boots went off and went to go find these guys.
Found them.
Okay.
Yeah. So you come up to the police as they're bundling Veetal's body into a kind of like the equivalent of a panda car, but
A space panda car.
with a
A space
Yeah,
panda
kind of
space
propulsive.
car.
Panda cars. I forgot about that.
Space panda space car.
don't often call them panda cars. I just okay. A repulsorless Black Maria. They're,
Sorry, I just forgot that was a euphemism that existed.
Euphemism isn't the right word, but yes.
I don't know. Kind of well.
No.
Anyway, yes, they have some kind of repulsor vehicle that they're loading. The
Boots
the squid
Beetle's
into.
unconscious ass into.
Yeah, and he's kind of got bracers on his wrists and stuff to stop
her.
when he comes around to stop him escaping. When she comes around to stop her running off again.
This is the game where a lot of us are playing characters of the opposite gender, or different gender, I should say. But yes. Mac looks at Boots and goes, "Wait, you walked us over here without having a plan?"
That was the plan.
You walked up to the police, and they kind of give you a look as if and said, "This is official business. Please step back."
I don't care who. One of you go back to the ship and get Varen. I know he's a lousy flirt, but he does know how to use his words. Can I just ask what's going on here? She's like, "I'll stall them. Go, go."
And she's gone.
We this is this squib is the property of a local resident who has is unauthorized to be out on the street at this at this instance, and we were called in to recover him. Her.
Is it common knowledge that slavery is a thing on Amwat?
Yes, yes.
Slavery is a thing all over, and I think it's pretty common knowledge in general in the Star Wars universe.
Just wanted to check.
It's supposed to be. No, it was supposed to have been outlawed.
But this is
It has not been.
But this is the Outer Rim.
Clearly-
It's probably
clearly.
now outlawed in the core region, but not in the Outer Rim.
It was mentioned in what's it called? The first one, the Phantom Menace.
Well, Anakin and his mother were slaves.
Yeah, but I'm fairly sure that Amidala remarked on the fact that slavery had been outlawed.
Ah, right.
Yes, but that's entirely theoretical, particularly since the Empire participates in slavery itself.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes.
Okay.
It is now tolerated under the Imperial jurisdiction.
Right. What Max says then, and Anna went to go and get Baron, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to basically make sure she's standing next to Boots, who she's hoping is looking intimidating. Because Mac is 5 foot, okay? So she draws herself up and says, I think you've made some kind of mistake. That squib is our crewmate.
The officer looks at you blankly for a moment, then looks down and pulls back pulls back Veetal's collar and pulls back Veetal's collar and shows you that there's a slave collar around his neck.
Mac looks genuinely confused because...
No, her neck. I got it right that time.
You got it right the first time.
Mac looks genuinely confused because, seriously, why is Veetal wearing a slave collar? What the fuck did Veetal do? Anyway.
Boots is actually going to point out. So, if that's a slave, then why is the collar so loose that you can just take it off?
It's not. It's
Veetal
attached.
tightened it.
Damn, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Crow will come like to Boots, I think, because
Boots has one in his
he
helmet,
doesn't have. Yeah, and Crow will say she put it on herself. I think it was to not pull attention towards the person in our ship.
Mac doesn't know.
Wait, there's a person.
We don't know about that. Boots now does. Mac, meanwhile, is saying, I don't know who put that collar on her, but it's not meant to be there.
Look, all I know is that we've been called to return somebody's property to them. If you want to come down to the station and we can get all this all sorted out.
Alright, but what'll happen while we're going down to the station to get this sorted out?
What do you mean? What'll happen? That's what we will do. That's what will happen. Is that we will all go together to the station and get this sorted out.
Including the squib.
Of course, including the squib.
All right, then.
Where do you think we're taking the squib?
Well, you might have decided to take her back to her supposed master.
Well, yes. I mean, the master will be. We'll have to wait until the master comes and meets us at the station.
Well, when they do, they will clearly be able to tell you that she's not one of theirs. So, let's get going, shall we?
Okay.
She kind of discreetly turns to Boots and whispers, "Contact the ship. Tell them where we'll be."
Yes, sir.
So, are they going to go in the car as well?
No.
We're going to have to chase the car.
They'll give you directions to it, but you
We're gonna
have
have
to
to
follow
Uber
along
there.
on your own. Sorry.
We're gonna have to Uber there.
Okay. Can Kara keep up with the car?
Can Krara stick to the underside of the car?
Oh.
Actually, with a repulsor
no.
lift vehicle, probably not. That would hurt. But, you know.
You can make me roll athletics if you want.
Yeah, roll me in athletics. It isn't like moving at super full speed because it's kind of in the middle of the section. It's basically the equivalent of it's basically a 20 zone. It's not a residential area, but it's kind of a public area, and they're not like speeding along. There's not proper driving lanes, so it's kind of fairly slow. But you will lose sight of them eventually. So unless you know where you're going to get to the...
I'm going to spend a character point on that.
Oh my god, someone
Okay,
other than
roll
me
another
spending
D6.
a character point?
Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm just reading out loud what Smarty said. When Anna gets back to the ship, she kicks the door open, sticks her head in at the tumbling mass of sheets and shouts, "Get your dick out and come face the group. Be the face of the group. Veetal's done something stupid. Brave, but stupid."
There is a pillow thrown at Anna's head before she can see anything. And just to shout, I am a bit busy at the moment.
Yeah, I could see that. Get your dick out and come help.
Do you mind? Just,
No, I don't.
I will meet you outside in like 2 seconds.
That's quick.
I highly doubt you'll be that quick.
That's the closest you're going to get to a compliment from Anna.
I'll be there in a few. I'll wait for me outside.
Meanwhile, Kayla is going, "Oh, this is so exciting. Never been walked in on before." Does this happen all the time when you're traveling? Yes, they just knock on the door while we're in deep space.
She didn't even know, you just kicked the door open.
She didn't know she didn't knock.
Have I mentioned I love Annalie?
Yeah. You just walk off and then just go find Gid. I suppose that's how you pronounce that.
Probably about a minute later, Baron just comes back out dressed very upset at it. Very upset at Anna. And then just sees the Aqualish is like,
brave but stupid.
I'm sorry, who is this?
This is why Veetal is currently not here.
Do either of you have languages? Nope.
I don't have Aqualish, no.
Don't have languages.
She's just trying to...
Yeah, the Aqualish is kind of talking, but trying to gesture to himself and people around him, but you can't really understand.
Does the droid have it? Does Matey have it?
Matey, we need you.
It would make sense for a medical droid to have multiple languages.
Actually, that's very true. Oh,
Matey, stop cleaning and come help.
That reminds me, Ellie's back at the ship as well.
I did, in fact.
Does Ellie have languages?
No.
Damn it!
Ellie's an astromech droid, she speaks computer.
I mean, you can roll knowledge instead. Can you?
Yes. But if you
but
if you don't have an in-character reason to have
I'd rather have an actual translation than just guess.
Baron's gonna try to guess, so I'll roll
Yeah, roll knowledge. because he is like gesticulating and stuff.
Charades!
Not terrible.
It's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
It looks like he's trying to tell you like his name and stuff. Because you said, "Who's this guy?" And he's like, "Well, my name is Umgit."
But Lucky, can
His
maybe
name-
come
did I get his
down?
name right?
We need Mady.
Yeah, he can. Sorry, my Wi-Fi disconnected.
Oh
I
no.
hate when that happens.
When he comes in, she's like, Mady,
Alright.
we need you to translate.
All right.
Do I look like a portable droid to you?
She just indicates to Umgid.
Do you require any medical assistance?
No, we
No,
require
no,
translating.
Translating.
He introduces himself in quite a verbose way and tells you that he is Umgid, a menial servant from one of the households nearby.
Mady relays all of this to the other people.
Yeah, see, the Umgid here is why Veetal isn't. Veetal, I assume Veetal rescued you? Is that right?
He nods. Yes.
Yeah, Veetal rescued him, and now Veetal is kidnapped, I would assume. Yeah, now Veetal is kidnapped.
Well,
So
I
came here to get him, who was balls deep.
Mady looks at Varen and says, I hope you're being safe.
Of course.
Certainly look
Kay-
like it.
When does Kalo... Sorry.
Yeah, Kalo kind of appears quite slightly vaguely behind you and kind of, what's going on?
That did.
Internal affairs.
That's what was
No,
going
that's
on.
what they were
That's
doing
what-
earlier.
that's what
They
was
were
just-
doing earlier.
Oh god.
That
we
was
all
a very internal.
Sorry.
You shut up.
Doesn't-
It's just an issue with our diplomat. She's a bit.
We need the backup diplomat.
Yeah. I will be
Doesn't
back.
it-
Did you
in-
guys? Mady said to Varen.
What did he say?
He said, I can perform STI testing if necessary.
Shut up.
Doesn't Umgid have a few burns or something like that?
He nothing overly. I mean, he will have on his neck, because he was wearing the shock collar before. He'll have kind of maybe a few burns,
A little
light
burn
burns where the shock collar was shocking him, but it's not. They're
Okay.
designed to be non-fatal, so it's not.
Non-lethal.
Not,
Anyway,
not cause too much damage. Just be painful and debilitating.
Anyway, I'll be back in maybe
You don't know how.
10 minutes.
A while.
I will be back.
10 minutes
promise.
is so optimistic.
And
So
it's
you're
just gonna
telling Kalo to
direct-
go back into the bedroom. Is
Yes.
that what that means?
And it's just going to direct them toward. I assume we have like a little mini kitchen or whatever. It's just
Round
going to
one.
direct them to the kitchen if they get hungry or thirsty, and then go after. That
Mady
includes
said,
Umgid.
Round one was so rare. We want to keep you around for round two.
Basically, it's like,
Me-
please excuse our unfamiliarity with hospitality. Varen doesn't usually bring people back.
This is Varen's first time.
Hey, you shut up.
Way to pop the cherry.
Mady
I
looks
don't
at
know. He seems very experienced to me.
Baron's just gonna grab Anna, just
Lady
kind of like
freezing.
Bruce grabs Baron and just drags her off. Just like, lean to where they are, please.
She just
Mady
has the biggest shit-eating grin as she walks off.
What about
Mady stares at the two guests awkwardly for a few, very painfully silent seconds. And he says, "Do either of you require any medical assistance?
Are you satisfied with your current care?
Are you satisfied with your..."
Mainly is Baymax.
He is Baymax.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I am not fast.
I am not
Ba la
bad.
la la la.
Ba-la-la-la-la.
Does Anna lead the others? Or did
Yeah,
the
she'll
other-
lead him.
Can
Ali stays
uh,
put, tries to make small talk with the gentleman caller. Can't.
Much like me, except his small talk is providing information on various STIs.
Meanwhile, Ali's just going, "You seem nice. Are we keeping you?"
Are you the new crew member?
We kept Matey. Are we keeping you too?
He's
Can-
yes, he's gradually starting to look less and less thrilled with his situation. But,
I may have made a terrible error.
can Krara keep up with the car? It's an 18.
Varren.
yeah, go on then.
Okay.
The car disappears into a large building, which you're not smart enough to understand what kind of building it is, but it disappears into a building. It looks like it's gone into like a car park or something.
Mm-hmm. Krara will sneak in after it.
Dave, I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Roll.
This time it's Eli's turn to say, "I'm sorry." I think.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Apologize to Baron.
Varen doesn't need to be apologized to.
Yes, he does.
No,
Also,
he doesn't.
in fairness,
By me or by I
don't know.
gave you the.
No, I'm talking about Eli.
All right.
How dare you save your friend? You interrupted my hanky panky.
Beetle didn't. No.
I'm joking around.
If Veetal had known there was hanky panky involved,
know,
she never
but,
would have mounted
eh.
a rescue mission. But yeah, you don't actually have to be sorry, Eli.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
joke.
very interested in this.
It's a joke.
Uh,
It's a joke.
could you roll me a security roll?
Ooh, I just
Yeah.
upped that skill.
Yeah.
Boots is going to attempt to do this legitly.
I presume that we're
They're by the
following.
book.
I presume that Boots and Mac are following slightly slower.
Yeah.
Possibly,
although
if
that's
Boots
instructions
if Boots is going at his full speed, presumably Mac is like ages behind. But
Because this is the way Boots looks at it. This is the same planet where the boss works, right?
no,
No,
Oh, it's not?
different planet.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is a
Never
richer
mind.
planet than the one where our boss works.
Oh, it's the academy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's the university.
The issue is the academy said that they
We'll stay on
probably
that, but
they might have workforce later,
Yes.
and we can't do that if we're wanted criminals on this planet.
Yes. So yeah, Boots is trying to. Be
This is
lenient.
this is also the seat of government for the entire. You're in the middle of the seat of government for the entire
Herbal sector.
Oh,
the
good.
entire sector. So
Yeah. That's
So-
another issue.
Tread carefully.
being wanted criminals here is not good.
Not a good idea.
Hence why Boots is like,
Just-
should we leave them alone here?
But you know the cartels have a lot of power over government. So you know, if the worst comes to the worst,
Collude
you know,
and bail us out.
yeah. Well, yeah. I was going to say if you know Eli isn't going to go to jail, you know, this is going to work its way out. But
we'll figure something out. Oh god, I hope we figure something out.
This is the best.
indeed,
So what happened with my security roll?
I am going to say that's good, but not good enough to break into a police station.
Well, she would try to follow after the car.
Yeah, the car has gone into like the the police station's
Garage.
secure parking lot kind of idea.
So she'll stuff in.
It's too secure. There are doors that close after the.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
After
god, doors that close.
My worst
Uh,
enemy.
Okay.
Yep.
And that counts for the whole building.
You could probably sneak into the building somewhere.
Are
but,
there vents?
It might also just benefit you
It's
to do this
quite
legitly.
a-
So
It's quite a large building. It's not. And she's a very small squib.
you probably should do
She.
this legitly.
She. It's a she. Right.
Beetle's a she.
You get there
I'm a he.
eventually.
The Beatles a she. Right.
May I?
Okay,
Go
Crow will wait atop the building for the others.
I interrupt this briefly to bring you a golden comment from Jury, which is 2 droids watching over a ship that has an escaped slave and a one-night stand. What's to stop these 2 stealing the ship? Seriously, does this not concern you? The only thing protecting the ship from being stolen is a recently reprogrammed medical droid and an overly optimistic astromech. I see your point, Jury. May I counter with, we're PCs. We may not be thinking straight. Well, it's
Also,
us, we
I
never
would
think
not
straight.
I would not be surprised if like the ship does get stolen, but like they don't know how to fly it, so they like crash it somewhere, and then we have to deal with that.
Potential plot, Dave.
Don't make
Uh,
suggestions.
Yeah, if that happens, I'm blaming you, Hatter.
Honestly, I think Ellie and Maney could take care of it.
I have a ship, motherfucker.
Maybe may be naive as hell, but if they started taking the ship, he would be like, "I'm not quite sure that belongs to you."
Please do not do
Could you
that.
maybe not?
Eli said that Varen took the keys with him.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
keys.
I'm
Oh,
assuming
no.
there'll be some
Time to
kind of
hotwire a
security code or
spaceship.
something.
I'm not. Oh, never mind.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. So you reach the police station.
Who does? Is that Boots?
Yeah, I'll say Boots and Mac are
I was
close
going to
enough
say,
together.
Hatter, did Boots go slowly enough for Mac to keep up with him?
Probably.
Okay then, they arrive at the same time. Going to go in the front door.
Yes.
Crow will sneak in after them.
Probably don't need to sneak in after.
You don't need to.
I'm starting to...
She
I
has a
behind
pistol.
Boots.
She's gonna use it.
I do
Yes.
suspect that Clara is taking what Max said about saying one of us should stay out of sight very much to heart.
Yes, she is the backup. In case something goes wrong.
Can't hurt. Oh god, now that I've said that.
If
And then-
something goes wrong, we're just gonna start cracking skulls.
I mean, I doubt many of the people here are gonna look up much.
Yeah, players never look up.
It's true.
Except for that one time Clark looked up to try to trick those ghosts in the VR.
Oh,
That
yeah.
didn't work. No, did it?
It worked initially.
So we're in a police station.
Yes, if you ask about, I mean, are you going to ask at the desk what? Let me rephrase that. What are you going to do? You're the ones who have come to the police station.
I'm gonna radio back and tell them that we're at the police station.
Okay.
I know, I'm in here with you.
No, I mean, like, I suspect,
I'm sure all
Dave
of us
said,
do all of us
yeah,
have
we all
comms?
probably have something.
I would assume we have comms.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think
Put them on
only.
your sheets.
I'm guessing that only Krara and Boots have like concealed comms.
Yeah, so Boots is gonna radio back to everyone else and
Always
tell
on
them that they're in the police station and how to get there.
Meanwhile,
We're on our way.
Mac is
I'm
going
going to say that
Go ahead.
if Krara and Boots have always on comms, but everyone else you can kind of like a mobile phone, you kind of have to ping them to get their attention.
Okay.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, Mac strides in what she hopes is a confident manner up to the front desk.
Strats on in.
Mac is incapable of
There
strutting.
is a kind of gunmetal slick and professional looking protocol droid behind the desk,
What time of day is it?
looking
Afternoon?
afternoon. Yeah.
Afternoon. We're here to inquire after the status of a squib who was just brought in.
Do you have a reference number?
Did they give us a reference number?
Nope.
We weren't given a reference number. We were just told to meet them here. They believe that the squib is property of one resident of this area. She isn't, and we're trying to dispute that.
Okay, if you could just it presents you with a data pad and says, if you could just fill out this form for me.
It's the British thing to do.
It is the British thing to do.
Max,
Keys and forms.
Max,
What is that? Is that not how? Is that not how the police works in America? Please fill out this form.
Honestly, I've never had to deal with that kind of situation, so I don't know. Yeah, I would think yes.
Keys
Well,
and
I assume-
forms.
I assume it is for white people. For people who are
Yeah.
white, things get a little more
Sure.
shooty.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ouch.
Max.
One time,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Becky.
I'm just complaining. About the time my dad went to the police about, hey, did you find the guy that broke my arm yet? And they were like, nah, we're not bothering with that.
Yeah, fuckers. That was because he was
Yeah.
military, though, right?
Well, not necessarily because he was military, but like the guy was military, so yeah, the guy was a Marine, so he really.
Again, the people who should know better. But at any rate, Mac's eye twitches. She takes the pad. How complicated is this form? Are we
It seems to be
are we talking Burger King application, or are we talking?
Are you doing taxes?
Are we
Oh, geez.
talking HMRC?
Or if you want to go one step higher, the VA.
No,
Oh,
we do not speak
yeah, we
that
don't.
kind of bullshit.
We don't
You don't-
trigger that
You
berserk
want
button
to-
around Andrea.
Do you really want to do this?
Hey, look, my uncle's having the same issues. Okay,
Yeah.
we have to deal with it too.
I know. But you really want to do that now?
Okay, so
The,
Dave, how complicated is this? Without referencing real-world institutions, because oh dear.
On a scale of
it's-
1 to 10.
Yes.
On a
you
scale
can't really
of 1 to IRS.
you can't really find a part that's relevant. It possibly lost property is the only part of the form you can find that's relevant.
You've managed to do
Lost
name.
property form.
She
They
kind
have
of
lost property,
she kind of
but
looks
not
down.
missing person.
She scans over. Yeah, there's no missing person form. Well, I suppose it doesn't. She's not really missing. We know exactly where she is.
She's not
I mean-
where she's supposed to be, that's the problem.
I mean, this is a stolen property case.
Yeah.
That's because that's what they're filing it under.
All the same, Mac is going to scan over the form and look back up and say, "I know that you're not the one who just that writes this or anything, but there's not really anything applicable to our situation to fill out here."
In which case, can I direct you to
Customer
part
support.
27/B? And if you look at that, it's the complaints section of the form.
Well, I do like complaining. All right, we'll
Oh
go with
my
that. Mac fills out very strongly worded in the complaint section. Mac is turning out to be so British.
I'm not surprised.
I mean,
My other characters aren't British. I mean, they are, because the accent, but you know what I mean. Anyway.
Hey, at least on the plus side, they get a cute accent out of it. I'm not wrong.
Alright, well, Mac is not moving from the front desk, and she is filling out a complaints form. One of the complaints being, you have our squib. I don't need to roll for accurate form filling out, do I?
thing to begin with.
Kra's gonna spy behind the desk to see if the person who's at the desk very much knows what's going on, but is hiding it on a computer screen.
They're a droid, and they have no.
Of course
they have
they
no
are.
idea what's
They're just
going on.
following their programming. This is. Have you not noticed? Mac was being polite to them, so obviously they're a droid.
Fair enough.
Yes. While you are wrestling with the form,
I think I'll have you know I'm dominating this form.
Tasteless joke.
Fucking.
You walked into that one.
I did.
I didn't even need to say it.
You were saying, Dave.
Sorry.
It's fine.
A tall, kind of well-dressed gentleman walks into the reception and says, "Hello, yes, I was just called. I understand that the one of your officers apprehended my property."
Mac straightens up and looks at him.
The droid says, "Do you have a reference?" And he says, he pulls out a data pad in his pocket and lists off a string of letters and numbers.
Mac narrows her eyebrows and mutters, "We didn't get one of those."
Kra isn't smart enough to suggest that thing.
Although, real quick, Mac looks down at the complaints form again and writes down, "Did not receive reference number."
The droid says, "Of course, right this way, sir." And they move off into the next room.
What does Krara do?
Kra follows.
Okay, did you say Krara was going to...
Roll stealth.
Kra isn't smart enough to tell Mac to copy the number and say, "We have this reference."
Yeah, Mac is too incensed to think of that.
Can Boots do that?
Yes.
Okay, Kra's gonna stealth
Kra,
and
roll stealth.
double stealth.
Double stealth?
Yes, she's gonna do the chameleon thing. It was
Oh yes, there we go. Roll willpower, pass, get bonus, fail. So do you want to roll your willpower first?
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I'm just going to say
Oh.
you don't get a bonus for that, but you can roll stealth.
Okay.
Ouch, literally not one above, whatchamacallit? Above half.
Ooh.
That's better. Yes, you can stealth follow the guy as he's being led down to the cells. Boots, are you now wanting to try and bluff your way past the?
Yes.
If Boots is doing this, Mac is taking a step back and focusing on the complaint form. Now writing down about the lack of blue milk.
Wow. Wow. You're really getting into the character of a rich person. Can I roll?
Just like complaining.
Could I roll military strategy skill since it's the numbers and whatnot?
I'm going to have you roll perception. Just I know it's a dice less, but have perception for your ability to kind of bluff and remember the numbers and that stuff.
I am going to spend 2 character points.
Yes. While excuse me, just while you're doing that, I'm just going to the bathroom.
Son of a bitch!
It's adorable that you... I don't know who got it from whom, but you and Eli seem to have the same exact inflection of that phrase.
Aww. It's twoo.
You swear like each other.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Marriage is what brings us here today.
Marriage is what brings us together
There we go.
today.
All right,
Not
while Dave is...
together.
Okay, but while Dave is gone, we have to have the obligatory cast everyone in the roleplay as Princess Bride characters that we do in every game.
Yes.
Veetal would be Vizzini, duh.
We rescued Matey, so he can be Buttercup.
Oh my god!
Varen just calling Inigo Montoya.
Good.
He's helpless. He's so helpless.
I don't know who Boots would be.
What's his name? The giant.
Fezzik?
Andre the Giant's character.
Yeah, Physic.
Fezzik.
Can I be Vizzini? Or did someone else call Vizzini?
Beetle's Vizzini.
Oh no,
Beetle's
you're
Vizzini.
definitely right, Beetle is Vizzini.
That could be not Humperdinck.
Miracle Max?
The Dread Pirate Rabbits.
Yeah.
Fair.
Or she could be Miracle Max and Ellie could be her wife.
Yes!
Not that kind of relationship!
I'm
I don't
not a
care
droid,
what
I'm your wife.
I don't care what attachment she has.
I just would also like to point out that what are the odds that the guy that came in to claim Beetle is related to the guy that
Baron's toy.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I would.
That's his
I
son.
admit I would love that, just because
Okay, this is
it
awesome.
would be twisted as hell.
Oh my god, and then he could pull the strings and get this guy to hand over Veetal.
Well, maybe he
That's, of
could
course,
have
if,
if he hadn't
back.
just kind of left him.
Or he
with...
could just be a garbage rich kid
Oh my god,
who's
no!
like,
if
yeah,
There's a point if you're asking whether
he'd know Umgid.
yeah, I was about to say, yeah, Kayla would know who Umgid was.
He'd be like, oh hey,
if
I
he
know
was-
who you are.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
shit,
Umgid would be
right,
like,
that's
oh,
bad.
that's my twin brother. Look over there, thwack.
Unless it was one of those rich kids that like doesn't spend time at home.
So that is
or
Did they hit
just
their
doesn't look at or acknowledge the help. But
That's my twin. I'm bad.
Or although it is racist, it could be that all alien species look alike to him.
That is.
Well, he is
yeah,
rich.
Yeah.
I mean, there's many possibilities, but it's highly unlikely that they are related.
yeah,
I know, I was mainly messing around.
although that
to
would
the-
be
yeah.
an
It
interesting
would be very cool.
twist.
Yeah.
Maybe the next person you sleep with.
So I rolled literally average.
Literally average.
I rolled a 15.
Meanwhile, Mac is writing, and I hope you have good working situations for the droids.
Mac is just complaining for the sake of complaining now.
Mac has nothing else to do right now, so she's just indulging.
She just wants to make them suffer.
I'm suffering, so I'm going to bitch at you until you're suffering too.
She's writing it all, like, aggressively politely as well.
Passive aggressive.
Oh, yes.
It's the British thing to do.
Passive aggressive complaining.
So she's writing Britishly.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Boots, I'm going to say it's... I'll say that's good enough. And the droid will direct you. Will give you a ticket and direct you into the next room.
All right, and does that mean that a bunch of people are congregating in the cells?
Pretty much, yeah.
So,
Awesome.
So you probably let's say that probably you're starting to come around as an officer is leading this very well-to-do gentleman down, probably having some kind of conversation as they go. Or kind of, oh, the bloody slaves go running away all the time. It's we have a complete nightmare with them. Rhubarb. Being followed by a frog, and some way behind, being followed by Mac and Boots.
Veetal blinks awake and ow.
You mean Clara and Boots, right?
What are you? Have you not gone with them?
To let
Yeah.
Cara's.
Oh no, Clara's gone
closer
ahead.
than you are.
Mac is letting Boots take this one because she obviously didn't have the reference number when, like, if it's a different droid, then yeah, she'll come. If it's the same droid, then she won't.
Boots
droid
will
is probably not smart enough to know the difference.
Yeah, Boots will hand Mac the ticket.
Oh right, Mac will come. She's taking her complaints form with her.
She's still doing it as she's.
Oh my god, we're gonna be on the next planet and she's filling out more complaints.
She doesn't even, she has no intention of handing it in. It just suits her.
It's gonna be like a 5 pages worth of complaints, and next time we come to this planet, she's gonna turn it in.
She finally finishes it, and we're on the other end of the sector, and she asks to return to this planet just to turn in the complaint form.
Wait.
I have alphabetized this.
Wait, who are these complaints about? Everyone!
And everything.
Here's an itemized list of 30 years of disagreements.
Sweet Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus.
Sweet Jesus.
Ahead in the corridor, you hear, What is this? This thing isn't mine. I can't stand squibs. They shed everywhere.
Veetal just says, ow. Oh gosh. I just realized what happened.
Well, I don't know anything about that, sir. It's wearing one of your colours, I think.
How dare it?
Veetal is going to put on her best innocent face and say, Sir, I am so sorry for all the trouble. You bet. There was this guy, and we were talking, and he said that he would sell me this shiny necklace thing if I just ran out and started yelling about how I didn't want to be a slave again. You bet. I mean, I just figured, okay, some kind of performance art thing. I really wanted the necklace. It's so pretty and sparkly, and
she's good.
It just I didn't know it would hurt.
Roll con, and don't.
All right.
You have a lot in con,
I
right?
will do my best.
Roll full bullshit.
Like 5D. 5D
Yep, 5D plus 1. And Veetal just looks teary-eyed, and she says, I'm so sorry for all the trouble, you bet.
Puppy squib eyes.
I just wanted the pretty necklace. Tell me, do I need to re-roll that?
Or add a die. That's.
Oh, I can just add a die?
Spend a character
I
point
think
and a
that's
die.
what character points do. Yeah.
Okay, so do I just roll 1d6 if I add a die?
Yes.
Then
Do
I will add
added-
2 character points.
Do added die explode?
No.
Not like it matters.
21.
Oh, it's a 21.
Still decent, yeah.
There's a long pause as they kind of look at you and look at each other.
How tall is this guy?
Fairly tall.
Can we
6
take
foot,
him?
maybe. Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah. He's not a fighter. He's clearly like
Which
a
is also
businessman.
6 foot tall.
Yes, but he's tall for a human, but he's clearly not built like a trooper.
I'm gonna deck him in the schnoz. By which I mean I'm gonna let Boots deck him in the schnoz.
Boop him in
May
the-
have
Boots is
Beetle-
gonna walk up and just cross his arms.
Boop him in the snoots.
He's gonna be between. He's gonna be behind Mac, but he's gonna be there.
The guy looks at the police officer. Says, "This is what we get for letting subhumans wander the streets." And
So can we have our
turns to
squid
turns to
back
go.
now?
you know this guy?
She is an acquaintance of ours, yes.
Sorry.
Beetle
No,
looks up and says,
I can totally see the rich guy getting the gender wrong.
yeah.
No.
Beetle
no,
looks up and
the rich guy's
smiles.
wandered. The rich guy doesn't care. He's wandered off. He's
He's
muttering
gone.
about wasted time. Yeah.
Beetle smiles hugely and says, "Friends."
Yes, hello, Veetal. I'm so sorry, officer. We shouldn't have let her wander off on her own. We'll be much more careful in future.
If Veetal gets up and starts to walk, the shot collar goes off again.
Ah, Veetal, have you learned your lesson
This
about putting on
hurts.
strange metallic objects?
Yeah, I'm sorry, you bet.
Can we get that thing off her, please?
Well, you're the only one with technical skill to do it.
If
one
the
of the
police
two.
officer is gonna
Yeah,
let
just
her,
one.
she will.
Yeah, the police officer will look askance at you, but will open the cell. And do you want to roll your technical for getting the...
I do. What?
Sorry, why is Bucky telling Eli to suffer?
No, he's telling Andrea to suffer. I think.
All right.
But you know
Oh,
what? We
poor
could
Varen.
we could still
Oh,
use
God,
we
I'm
could still
so
use
bad.
Varen because I want
Have
to
we
mess
got
with
there yet?
I want to mess with the
Yeah.
flavor. I'm sorry. What am I fighting? What am I rolling again?
It's your technical, so I think it's
Technical 40.
four-
No, I couldn't remember if she said technical.
And yeah, is sorry.
Beetle has probably noticed that Clara is on the ceiling and ready with the knife. And
Multiple
he's-
knives.
Is it possible Boots can also toss his 3D in for help?
Oh, yeah, that's plenty.
Okay.
17
yeah.
is enough?
Yep.
Cool.
Yes, you managed to dismantle the collar, and
Beetle will make a big show of hugging her and just apologizing over and over.
No, it's fine. Beetle's seriously, Beetle, let go.
Seriously.
I'm not a hugger.
Stop touching me!
I am the knight.
Beetle lets go, and at this point, probably Varen and Annalie are there. Yes.
They wouldn't. I suppose they wouldn't be able to come
probably
into the cell
not. I don't think they
area,
would be in the. Yeah.
But they
Right.
Well, they wouldn't be in the cells. I just
they'd
they
be
mean
in
could
they're
the
get
lobby.
to
building.
they could be in the police station by now, right?
Look,
If I can just-
I'm telling you, they're probably already gone back. Just let me back there.
Indeed. The
They're
I wanna
not
know-
fill out any goddamn form.
Because I want to know what you guys are planning on doing with the slave owner.
If Varen's here
Uh,
and if Varen's here anyway, I kind of want to like have him go after the slave owner, find out more, so he can come back and steal the rest of his slaves or free the rest of his slaves at some point.
Steal them.
Steal is not the right word.
You
Well-
could tell Kraus to shadow him.
I mean, Veetal was at his house to get the Aqualish out, so it's not as if
I know,
You
but
know,
we could
you don't know
we
who
could
this is.
we could get an in. Potentially.
Mhm.
Arr.
But
You're gonna
anyway,
need to do some pretty good convincing.
do we go back upstairs?
you're going to need to fill out some more forms to get the Veetal released into your custody.
Death glare.
So it'll take a while before you. Yeah, it'll take a while before you.
Does my death
just
glare have
so
any
bad.
effect?
That's glad.
The forms
the
give you
the droid who's administrating
Oh wait,
looks more apologetic.
Oh no, sorry, hang on. Is the person who tells us we need to fill out form not the police officer?
Oh yeah, the officer does, but then walks off. I'd leave
She
you
dash
with the
glares at
droid.
his back. Sets aside the complaint form.
You get
for
you
later.
get the feeling that he's used to it.
I put aside the complaint form for later, and I start aggressively filling out the existing form.
Veetal will help fill it out so it gets done as quickly as possible, but we'll mainly do it when police aren't looking so she can keep up the innocent, stupid squid facade.
I'm basically an Ewok.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is,
I think you did.
you interrupted me for nothing.
Hey, we weren't.
Learn to say this.
Your sacrifice is well accomplished, sir.
It gave you a break for round 2.
You shut up.
Baron, I thought you'd be flattered that we thought of you when we needed some smooth talking. It just happened that we didn't need the smooth talking after all. Although,
It was definitely doing thanks, Mouse.
Dad, you shut up.
Veetal,
She's enjoying herself too much.
when if no one is like if no one like is in earshot apart from the party, she like looks at Veetal and mutters, "So what's the deal with the slave collar and the asshole?"
I was just picking up a guest, you bet.
She looks at Veetal and then looks at Anna and Varen and Krara.
Just
Baron is just kind of like hands on brow, like fingers on brow, just like kind of massaging his temples. It's like, yeah.
Am I to understand
Anna
it that we
shrugs.
have? Am I to understand it that we have technically a fugitive on the Blue Aster right now?
Well, that and
Kraus puts
Yes.
a
Oh, he stayed
finger-
around.
finger
Nice
over-
going.
Wouldn't be
yeah.
the first time, sir.
we have a what's the equivalent of intelligence?
Knowledge?
Knowledge. Could I get everyone that would be Veetal, Mac, and yeah,
I mean, we're all
maybe
there.
Boots to roll me a knowledge check?
I think
Can
everyone but Matey is there.
Yeah, everyone except Matey's there.
Oh no, that's it. Yeah.
Matey is still educating the man about STIs and how to.
And he is being very uncomfortable.
Wait, hold on. I don't know why that dice didn't explode, but it should have.
No, you're what? Boots?
Oh,
No,
okay, I
Rainbow
just rolled the
Frog.
wrong one. There we go.
Rainbow Frog rolled a 1v6 and got a 6 on it.
Oh
Yeah,
right, it's because
Then
you
I
have
rolled again
and got a
and got a
one.
1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Kraus doesn't know anything.
it doesn't work unless you
Yeah.
put 6 after the V.
It's
Oh,
more
there we
than
go.
Sure, there
Bruce
aren't
said.
microphones or cameras in this room that are recording us.
No, well, not that you can see. I mean, there's a droid there.
Max,
Droid is listening in.
Max being very quiet.
Veetal,
Yeah.
it occurs to you that sooner or later this guy is going to realise that you were wearing one of his collars and one of his slaves is missing.
Yep. And Veetal just says,
Yeah, we best get off planet. Drop him off some other world.
What I'm thinking, you're filling in forms. Are you going to put your real names on the forms?
Mac has not
No.
got...
Veetal is not.
Veetal is about the only person who's smart enough to have this considered. And bearing in mind, you're standing in front of a droid.
Veetal is going to whisper,
B. Use names B.
What did she say?
use names B.
Is that just code for use our fake names or something?
Yeah,
Ixnay
that's
on
all.
the Ames
Well-
nay.
Well, like, because Boots technically isn't Boots' name, and
Yes,
Boots'
you
name
just
is
put
just a series
Boots.
of numbers, he would still write Boots, so he's technically not putting his name.
Mm.
Still,
I'm
Boots is
saying
your
he's never-
designation,
never
though.
actually given his name out to anyone outside of Bossman and the party.
Mac, who
Veetal-
has computer smarts but not street smarts, sheepishly backspaces on the names and puts in fake names.
Okay.
I'm not saying that, the guy Varen has on the ship doesn't actually know Varen's name.
But okay, so Etel Vey, Ak Vey, Oots Vey.
I'll go with Winry.
Of course you will.
Well, they heard Veetal
You are-
say her name, so Veetal writes it like I said in the chat.
Ah,
You are-
clever.
Halfway back to the ship,
Mhm.
Mac, when you remember that you put in your real name on the complaints form that you filled in before
Fine.
at the start.
Are you saying that we didn't make this roll until after we left, and therefore Veetal did not tell?
No, I'm saying when you on the discharge form you put fake names.
Yes.
On the complaints form that you were filling in for
I-
half an hour before you went down to the cells,
Dave,
you
I
put your
did-
real name in.
Dave, I didn't hand that in. I took that with me.
Because it's literally
I
just full of
have more
bullshit.
complaints. This is take-home homework.
This is homework from Mac.
Take home quiz.
This is not me trying to bullshit you. I intended to take
She
this
was
shit
already
home.
planning on taking it home, in fairness.
Yeah, we all did that for her.
Yeah,
I do believe she did say that.
she did.
Check the recording. Please, honey.
You did submit a thing before the.
No,
No.
I didn't. I was just filling out the complaints. I never at any point said I was handing it in. I put the complaints to one side, and I was filling in the other
Before
form.
you started doing the complaints, you did a thing with the lost property.
Right.
No, I didn't. I said, no, you told me the lost
Wasn't-
property form was on there, and I said, there isn't anything that applies to our situation. I didn't fill out the lost property form.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, you can totally say that, like, the droid saw me typing out my real name. I'm fine with that, but I didn't give him the complaint form or anything like that.
This is my suspicious face.
Well,
Okay.
This is my innocent face.
It's your face.
I'll come through and show you my innocent face.
Do it.
I know
For-
what
for us,
your
it looks like a
innocent
pig
face
in a
looks like.
ferry. For us, it looks like a pig in a ferry.
What?
The pig is a fairy.
Our icons.
It
Yeah,
is
we-
like-
Am I gonna cry if I see your innocent face? Is it gonna be too cute?
I don't know.
Oh.
My webcam isn't on, so you'll never know.
Damn.
The droid thinks that Mac's real name is Sir.
Sir. Just
But when Veetal, do they get back to the ship?
Yes.
Veetal will go over. Veetal has languages, so is it okay if she speaks Aqualish?
Sure. Yep.
Matey is educating the gentleman on
And he is
STM.
still
Is
looking
he
very
still there?
uncomfortable.
Is he still there? Is he still
No,
there?
he's not still there. He's not still there.
Dang it!
He left like about 10 minutes in when he got very uncomfortable.
Matey scared the poor man off.
Matey, why?
Ellie is taking notes.
Matey has given him a selection of creams.
He's taking notes. What?
Ellie was,
Veetal-
Ellie was listening to the talk about... Ellie is very interested in safety. She doesn't know what sex is, but she's interested in safety.
Veetal will go over to Umgid and say, "Hey, how you doing, guy? You doing all right there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're gonna get you the hell off of this planet, okay?
Veetal, you owe me!
All right, I'll pay you, whatever's."
Varen, just get this ship out of Dodge. Do you two... I'm assuming you two know each other, then.
Veetal shakes her head.
What?
Never seen him before.
Alright, so how did you know... I'm not great with words unless they're on a complaint form. She waves it. So maybe you should just tell us what's going on.
Did you steal the police datapad?
Of course I did.
Yes.
This shit is take-home homework. They want me to fill in complaints. I will fill in complaints.
There's one police officer who like ditches everything to track us down.
You took our datapad.
Veetal just shrugs and says, "He's just one of my guests, you bet."
Veetal, I have no objection to you freeing someone who was enslaved, but you're gonna have to give us more than that. How did you know he was gonna be there?
Found out about it from one of my contacts. Veetal sighs and says, "Look, there's former slaves all over, and we look out for our own, you bet."
Do we know that Veetal used to be a slave?
Pretty much told you then. So
Yeah, right.
No,
I'm-
yes, but I mean, did we know
I'm going to say
beforehand?
that I'm going to say that it's new information for you.
Veetal, are you saying you used to be a slave?
Empire property, you bet.
The next time this happens, you tell us. 7 heads are better than 1.
Alright, I do this wherever I can, because I'm saving up money, and so, and since I got resources.
Veetal, you do it with us now.
You bet.
Deli.
She leans down and hugs her.
Veetal hugs back.
Deli, you say 7 heads are better than 1. Are you sure you should be counting Matey?
Yes. Oh no, wait, 8. I forgot Ellie.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And
Over
Veetal.
you, have you still you hear you still owe me.
I'm fine with that.
Is Varen gonna yell at Matey for chasing off the guy on
Yes.
accident?
Mac goes over to the cockpit, leans over and says, "If you love someone, Varen, you gotta let him go." And then she goes to finish filling. Then she goes back to filling out her complaints form.
Varen's just like, I don't love him though.
Veetal
yeah, I was wondering
to...
whether we're going to make a joke about 7 heads being better than 7 heads being better.
God damn it. Veetal, since she doesn't really have to hide it anymore, she's just going to be sitting in the sort of common area and talking to Umgid about what sort of stuff he'd like to do and the sort of cities that are safe for former slaves and how to get in contact with sort of the former slave underground and stuff like that.
You might say the Galactic Railroad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now the settlement needs your help.
God fucking.
God damn.
That's not
I
Get
know,
out of
I
here.
know, but it's still funny.
That's not the railroad. That's the.
That's
That's the
Minutemen. I know.
Minutemen, yeah.
There's the Minutemen.
Oh,
The
and
Good
sorry.
side of the spectrum on that one.
Notable for Bucky. Bucky, Matey can see that Veetal has some severe electrical burns on her neck.
Do you require medical attention?
Yeah, probably. You might want to give some burn cream that get here too. You bet.
I said that it's not that it doesn't leave that bad burns. It's mostly about incapacitating.
Okay, that makes sense. But I'll say that Veetal put it on wrong, so
yeah.
she still has a couple of burns.
Person.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Alright,
And
Matey's going to help take care of her.
she sighs, and as she's saying this, she says to Ungid, I got lots of food in my room. You're allowed to eat it, no one else. Oh, except Annalie. She and I got a deal.
Matey looks curiously at Veetal and he goes, I hope you're preserving the food properly.
For the last time, Veetal, no one else wants to eat your food.
It's because no one else can stomach it.
Annalie does sometimes, you bet.
Matey
I'm
is
fine
sad,
with it.
and he goes, your room sounds rather unsanitary.
That's why we don't let you in it, matey. It's for your own good.
I could help clean it.
That's fine, matey. You don't. You're fine. You focus on your. Hey, look! There's an oil spill over there. She points.
Veetal just glares flatly at Matey and says, don't take any of the food out of my room.
And it just sort of pushes over an oil can. Oh, look, a mess.
Basically, Max says, oh, look, an oil spill, and Anna makes an oil spill.
Good.
Teamwork.
Maybe stops helping Veetal for a moment to go clean up the oil spill, and as he does so, he says, "Sanitation is the top priority."
We sure we updated his parameters enough?
Veetal shrugs. I don't know. I ain't no good with droids. You bet.
Over the intercom. Hey, where are we going?
That is a good question.
Veetal, where are we dropping him off?
Veetal's going to say just some random city where, one, they can generally pick up a couple of jobs or whatever, and two, she knows it has a decent galactic railroad outpost to drop off Ungid.
Insert open plot hook by Dave here.
Da-da-da.
And with that, let's call the session.
All right.
Seems like a convenient point to draw.
Where are we going to the end of the session?
Sorry,
wait.
Ellen.
Kraus, when things have quieted down, Kraus gonna walk up to Veetal and be like, if you ever need a shadow,
Veetal is going
even
to
if you don't do it anyway.
You're a good frog, you bet.
It's a lot safer if you're not alone.
It's dangerous to be alone. Take this.
And frog.
Veetal smiles and says,
and some sheep.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Thanks, Clara.
Okay.
Yay.
We got through it.
And
I think
yep.
I might be wrong, but did Eli Zarg at all that session?
I don't think so.
A few times,
Okay.
but only minorly, so yay!
Yay! It's a good sign.
Yeah,
Yes, good omens.
It won't last, but yay!
yeah, but anyway, thank you, Dave, for streaming. Thank you all for sorry, god damn it. Thank you.
Yes, hello, I am Dave. Move.
Yes. Thank you, Dave, for streaming. Thank you, Dally, for running it.
And thank you all for playing with me. You
Okay.
know what I was trying to say.
We know, and we love you for it. Oh, and before we go, I would just quickly like to shout out to everyone who has been putting in, who either has put in a mercy commission or has expressed an interest. Thank you. You're wonderful. And yes. Anyone else have
Thank
anything
you.
to say before I sign off?
Are you still taking emergency commissions?
I am taking emergency commissions until the end of October.
You have a month to get them in, people.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Do it.
for one more day, I am giving a free chibi sketch with every commission.
Aw.
So like the end of Sunday. Get them in
Chibi
by then.
sketches are dead good. I like her chibi sketches.
Yes, it's one.
Yeah,
It's,
I know,
it's
right?
one of the things of my art that Dave does like. So I'm very very pleased about that. Okay. Shameless plugging aside. Thank you very much for joining us. Good night, and may the force be with you.